There it is. The national anthem. Live from the JMA Wireless Dome, the Carrier Dome in Syracuse, New York, where Port Jervis is set to square off with Maine-Endwell in the Class B state championship. The Raiders defeated Marlboro to win the Section 9 title. They defeated Ardsley to win the regional title. Then they defeated Glens Falls to get here to Syracuse, a place the program has never been before. As Coach John Stellato told us 5 years ago, this team has now written their own page in the history of Port Jervis High School football. Senior captains Carol Dolshin, Nashawn Campbell, Anthony Theodore, and Maddox McCormick walk arm in arm to midfield to meet with the three captains from the Maine-Endwell Spartans, Jaden Branch, Landon Rollo, and Vincent Mancini.
Got a head, got a tail. You're going to call it before I flip it. What's your call? Heads.
Maine-Endwell has called heads.
It is a head. You won the toss.
So
Maine-Endwell has elected to defer to the second half.
All right, so Port Jervis will get the ball first. I want to thank everybody here at the JMA Wireless Dome for providing us with the referee's microphone. It's a first-class operation, which you would expect from a Division I college football stadium. Port Jervis will get the ball first. They'll defend the goal to our left. Maine-Endwell will defend the goal to our right, and we are just about underway. Tommy, man, I'm nervous. I can't even imagine how the boys must feel right now.
Well, you see them on the field. You can hear them on the field. They can feel the crowd right behind them. You can tell one thing. They are excited. This game is full of all the hype you would expect, but this team, we saw them warming up in the hallway, Kev. They were focused. They were committed. They were confident. They were not awestruck, Kev. They came here prepared, and they're about ready to step their foot on the field for the New York State High School Football Championship, and we're going to bring you all the action from start to finish. Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, there's some electricity in this press box right now, big guy.
I'm pumped up. Tom's standing. He's so excited. We're moments away from kickoff, so our countdown to kickoff is over now, and it's time for Port Jervis football. It's time for the game to get started, the first quarter, which is presented by Masters Pest Control, coming your way in just a matter of moments. Handling the kicking duties for Maine-Endwell will be Logan McGuire, a senior. Back deep to receive for the Raiders will be Elijah Campbell and Anthony Theodore, both seniors. Also back there will be Amato Natali, the freshman.
A freshman on the field, and we're going to get a chance at today's game to talk about an 8th grader playing for the New York State High School Football Championship, that, of course, being Ben Rivera. And you want to talk about, I got to tell you one thing. I mean, that's some butterflies if you're in 8th grade, but he's up to the challenge. And here we go as things get set to get started. Kev, here we go, buddy.
I'm ready. Let's go. I want to give a shout-out to Rob, who's listening in Shippensburg, Pennsylvania, and Deb, who's listening in Florence, South Carolina. Also give a shout-out to Trisha Fuller, who reached out to us. Her son, Brett Fuller, played quarterback here. Donnie Santiago, who played football here as well. They've all reached out. Thank you guys for checking in with us. And Ethan and Trey, who are listening. Opening kickoff is a squibber. It'll be taken at the 34-yard line to the 40. And that is Chris Logan, who takes it to the 45-yard line. Logan, a sophomore call-up from the JV. Good hands, and the Raiders will start with very good field position as Maine-Endwell tries for a squibber on the first kick of the game. And here we go.
Boy, if you had number 11, Chris Logan, with the first touch of the football for Port Jervis in the state championship, I'll tell you what, you'd be a really, really super smart person. But great job by Logan. Got the Raiders 1st and 10 at their own 45.
Port's going to show I formation on first down. They go left to right. They're between the hash marks at their own 45-yard line. 1st and 10, Port, with Maddox McCormick in front of Carol Dolshin. It's going to be a play-action pass. Fox rolling right. He's pressured. He's going to be hit, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. There will be no flag thrown.
Well, he was out of the tackle box. The Maine-Endwell fans wanted a penalty on that, but Fox was out of the tackle box, was near the sideline and threw the ball away. A little play action there to see what would happen with the linebackers for Maine-Endwell. They didn't bite on it, so Logan had to, or check that, Dylan had to roll it out and see what he could do. Smart play.
Maine-Endwell goes 4-4, 4 up front and 4 linebackers, 3 in the secondary. Fox goes to the shotgun on a second down play. Anthony Theodore, the lone back in the backfield. A bunched up trips on the near side of the formation. Option play. They're going to pitch it to Theodore, and he is swarmed and tackled in the backfield. A big hit made for Maine-Endwell by Lucas Latner, a senior defensive end. And the Spartans were not fooled on the option play. Port will lose about 5 yards on the play.
Poor development on that play by the Raiders, as Spartans looked like they might have slid in a blitz on the outside. And for the Raiders, loss of 5 on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd and 15. Listen, both of these teams are championship quality teams for one reason. They are good.
Fox out of the shotgun on a 3rd and 15 for Port from their own 30-yard line. They'll snap from the near side hash mark. 2 receivers on the far side, and Austin Mack is lined up on the near side. Fox rolls left, has good protection, looks downfield. He throws deep, and he's got a man, and it is caught by Maddox McCormick. What a catch by McCormick at the 35-yard line in double coverage. The senior tight end comes down with an incredible play. I don't know how he beat those defenders for the ball.
Emphatically says it's a first down Raiders as McCormick goes up for the grab in between coverage. The ball's a duck, and he finds its way to grab that catch. 1st and 10 Port Jervis at the Maine-Endwell 35.
That's a gain of 25 for the Raiders and a first down in Spartan territory. 10:44 to go in the Masters Pest Control first quarter. No score. Port Jervis has possession first and a first down at the Maine-Endwell 35. They'll snap from the near side hash mark. Fox out of the shotgun. He'll send Anthony Theodore in motion. It'll be Dolshin on the carry. Dolshin runs right. Carroll still going to the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3 for the senior running back, and it's a 2nd and 7 facing Port Jervis.
So that's the first carry of the afternoon for Carroll Dolshin. And, last week we saw that it was Fox who was doing a lot of the carries late in the game, and you and I were calling for Dolshin's number. Boy, I think they're going to give him the call here and there because he is such a bull carrying that ball up the middle.
Shout out to Mike Witt, who's listening from the Witt family, and also to Stacy Salyer listening in Somerville, South Carolina.
Yes, Stace.
2nd and 7 for the Raiders from the 32 of Maine-Endwell. 2 men in the backfield with Fox, and it'll be Dolshin. No, it'll be Fox on an option to Anthony Theodore. He swings it outside. Anthony cuts up and twists to the 30-yard line. A short gain for the Raiders on 2nd down.
They try that fake up the middle with Dolshin and to run Theodore on the option outside. Maine-Endwell spreads the defense very well, but Theodore was able to pick up a couple. Gets all the way down to the 30. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 for Port Jervis. And, Kev, I got to tell you, Port Jervis, that 3rd down conversion to Maddox McCormick was something spectacular. Let's see what they're going to do on their 2nd 3rd down of the drive.
They'll snap it. Port Jervis will snap it from the far side hash mark at the Maine-Endwell 30-yard line. A 3rd and 5 with Theodore in the backfield. Maddox McCormick goes in motion. A high snap and a pitch to Theodore. They're looking for the edge, and they've got it. Anthony to the 30. Anthony is tossed out of bounds at the 27-yard line, shy of the first down. And again, with the big hit, it's Lucas Latner. He's had 2 huge tackles on this first Port Jervis possession for the Spartans, and the Raiders are going to be shy of the first down by a yard. And I think at the 26 of Maine-Endwell, they're going to go for it.
Absolutely. How about this shout out, Kev? We got people all over the place. Rob Adams on the Merritt Parkway listening to us.
4th and a yard. Raiders go I formation with McCormick in front of Carroll Dolshin. Fox under center. Dylan's going to run it himself, and Dylan's got the first down to the 24-yard line. A 2-yard carry for the junior quarterback Dylan Fox, and a first down for Port Jervis.
The junior quarterback. Great play call, takes it himself. Good blocking at the line of scrimmage. Want to tell you one thing, a big shout out this afternoon. He's out there on the offensive line. That's big number 65, Hunter Roberts, 6 foot, 260. Last week we saw him go down with an injury, and he has fought through it all week. That kid right there is a warrior.
Speaking of injuries, you know who I saw in a uniform today? Colin Carreri, number 32.
How about that?
Fox out of the shotgun on a first down. He's going to give it to Anthony Theodore. No, he's going to throw it to Carroll Dolshin. Carroll catches inside the 10, the 5, and he's pushed out of bounds. It's goal to go for the Raiders.
Boy, for the last 3 weeks, we have seen Port Jervis use Carroll Dolshin out on the sidelines with big catches. And tell you one thing, he was running with full confidence down that sideline, tiptoed himself to the 4. 1st and goal for the Raiders at the Maine-Endwell 4-yard line.
It's a gain of 20, 1st and goal, Port Jervis. They'll continue with the I formation. McCormick in front of Dolshin. Elijah Campbell split out to the wide side of the field. Theodore and Mack on the near side. Fox under center. He's going to take the snap. He's going to give it to Carroll. Carroll goes left and gets stood up, but Carroll's not stopping. He's still going and then whistles will finally stop him. It will be no gain on the play on 1st and goal.
And tell you what, man, it's mano-a-mano at that line of scrimmage.
Yes, it is.
Dolshin met at the line of scrimmage, and he just could not move forward. Offensive line was churning, but that defensive line for Maine-Endwell, I got to tell you one thing, man. They got some big dudes out there. How about this guy, Cam Hosier, 6'1", 280. Dude, you talk about a huge dude.
2nd and goal for Port from the 4 of Maine-Endwell. Fox will go to the shotgun on this play with Anthony Theodore to his left. Dolshin, Mack, and McCormick on the right side. And now Dolshin will motion to the left side. It's a fake pitch. Now they're going to throw it incomplete. They tried to complete it to Maddox McCormick. Dylan Fox did that fake pitch to his left and then started to run to his right, was met immediately by a defender. Again, it was Latner. He tried to throw the pass, but it was incomplete, and it'll be 3rd and goal, and Owen Carreri checks into the game. A little size up front for the Raiders as Austin Mack checks out.
Here's the deal. That's a triple option of a different variety with that fake pitch to the left. Fox could have kept it himself and run, but it shut down, and he tossed the ball incomplete. So 3rd down at the 4. Boy, Port, they get it in here. This crowd will go nuts.
Yes, they will. Fox on the shotgun calls for a quick pitch. They're going to give it to Theodore. Anthony cuts it up. Anthony dives towards the 1-yard line. He's in for a touchdown. It's a Port touchdown. Anthony Theodore scores from 4 yards out, and it's 6-0 Raiders.
And the Raider fans are on their feet here at the JMA Dome as Anthony Theodore, the senior, punches it in from the 4-yard line. That Raider offensive line made some great holes. Theodore followed through and put it in, and the Raiders are up 6-0.
And on to try the Tom's Automotive extra point is Cole Corcoran, the sophomore. He'll kick out of the hold of Theodore, who just ran in the touchdown. It's a low snap. The kick is up, and the kick is off the upright and no good. So it's 6-0 Port Jervis with 7:38 to play in the first quarter. We're back in 30 seconds with more Raider football here on WDLC, presented by the Alcohol and Drug Awareness Council of Orange County.
Who are you going to believe, the business who paid for this ad or the customers who paid for their product? Because this is what people are saying about Masters Pest Control.
Always great technicians and a great company. I'm confident that I'll get an honest assessment of my situation and only offered those treatments that are truly needed.
Call Masters Pest Control today to receive quality service. 845-856-2024.
The Raiders are in action. Catch the play-by-play all season here on WDLC Country.
6-0 Port Jervis with 7:38 to play in the Masters Pest Control first quarter. Want to give a shout out to Chris Conklin, who said they just got out of 101 Dalmatians. There's another showing tonight at 7, I believe. Congratulations, Zach, on your performance in 101 Dalmatians. Also want to say what's up to Justin Polanis, who just reached out. He's pumped up, former Raider himself, as is Chris.
Bobby Card and the Port Jervis Police Department, the men and women are listening in, keeping our town safe. Love you guys.
Cole Corcoran has it teed up at the 40, and from left to right, the sophomore will boot it away. It's an end-over-end kick fielded at the 19-yard line by Maine-Endwell, and that was Tyler Matthews. Matthews is loose in the middle of the field. He'll be brought down at the 33-yard line, and that is where the Spartans have their first possession of this game. Let's take a look at our Buc-ee's Taxi drive summary for the Raiders. 55 yards in 11 plays, 4 minutes and 22 seconds in time of possession. It was a 4-yard touchdown run for Anthony Theodore, but the extra point was no good. It bounced off the right upright. And Tommy, we need to talk about that.
Well, coming into today's game, talked to coaches who have been here, and they said one thing: hash marks are tighter in this college football stadium, and so are the goalposts, just a little bit more snug.
That's a good extra point on a high school field, but here it was not. First down for Maine-Endwell. They go with that triple option, and they've got Logan Rollo. He's got some room. He's inside the 40. Flag on the play. 50. He's inside of Raider territory, and he goes out of bounds at Port Jervis' 45-yard line, but we have our first penalty marker down.
We'll see what this is, and I think it's going to be the hand around the wrist for the referee. I think they're going to call the hold.
Holding. Offense number 14. 10-yard penalty. Remains first down.
All right, so the first flag goes against Maine-Endwell, so that'll erase a big gain on first down.
Well, something that Port Jervis has to contend with is number 27, Landon Rollo. This young guy's got jets, he's got good football vision, and he knows how to play this game.
Let's see where they're going to put this football.
Put it at the 20. Going to put it at the 27.
So it ends up being a net loss of 4, a first and 14. No, I'm sorry. From the 27, that's a loss of 6.
Loss of 6.
First and 16.
Rolo will get credit for some yards, and then they'll minus the 10 on the hold.
All right, they'll send a man in motion. It'll be a pass play. They're going to throw over the middle to a wide-open Rolo who has it, gets hit, and he's still running 50, 45, and he's pushed out of bounds at the Raider 40-yard line. So he's just about where he was on the previous play. This time there's no flag, and it's a big first down for Maine-Endwell.
The coverage pretty soft right there by the Raiders. So they were anticipating run, good play action for Maine-Endwell, and a big first down for the Spartans.
Is a 33-yard gain for Maine-Endwell.
This team's good, Kev. You said they've won, 1,000 championships in the last 5 years?
7 state titles. This is their 4th straight trip to the Dome. That's Preston Ocker, their quarterback, and they will continue to go with the motion. Handoff to the up back. Big gain on first down for Jaden Branch, the senior fullback. 6 foot, 217-pound fullback, and he gets a big gain on first down.
How about the Jets he had? Straight up the gut, a full steam of energy, just barreling through the secondary of Port's defense. That's a good fullback right there.
11-yard pickup, first down for Maine-Endwell. 6:55 to go, first quarter, 6-0 Port Jervis. Maine-Endwell has the football at the Port 29-yard line. They'll snap it between the Titan hash marks, going right to left. The Spartans in this game for the 4th straight season. They lost last year to Rye, won the previous 2 state titles in Class B. Ocker under center. They'll send Rolo in motion, but it's going to be a handoff to Mancini. He's up the middle and inside the Raider 20-yard line for a first down.
A lot of first downs there for Maine-Endwell on this drive. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs for Maine-Endwell. So this offense is a juggernaut.
A 12-yard pickup for Mancini, a first down for Maine-Endwell. I want to give a shout-out again to Ethan McElroy and Trey Wilkerson, who are listening, former captains, Section 9 champs, semifinalists themselves. They are absolutely fired up today for Raider football.
Tell you what, Maine-Endwell, they got some big boys up front. So far, they've been making some key blocks.
Single back right now. Under center is Ocker. First down. They'll send Rolo in motion. It's a handoff to the up back, and that again is Jaden Branch, and Branch will plunge forward. It's going to be the first gain of the day for less than 10 yards.
Tackle made by number 30, Carol Dolshin. And yeah, people are listening. Their big back is a big dude, 6 foot, 217. Our big back, 6'2", 245. They both met at the field there. And our guy made the tackle, but not after theirs. Got a few yards on the carry.
5:35 to go. Clock rolling. Masters Pest Control first quarter. 6-0 Port Jervis. But Maine-Endwell is in the red zone now with a 2nd and 5 at the Port Jervis 12-yard line. 2 receivers split to either side of the formation, and they'll continue with the motion behind. They're going to give it on the ground, and again, that goes to Jaden Branch, and Branch has a 1st and goal to go for the Spartans as he rumbles right for about 7 yards to the Port Jervis. Actually, let's call it 10 yards to the Port Jervis 2-yard line. It's 1st and goal to go for Maine-Endwell, and the Spartans having no trouble at all moving the football on Port Jervis's defense.
Raiders decide to bring in Nick Ostrom, the sophomore, 6'3", 260. They're trying to plug things up at that defensive line. Right now, all the defenders for the Raiders are in the end zone, as you mentioned, Kevin, it's 1st and goal from the 2.
Ocker under center, Branch behind him. Rolo goes in motion. Branch gets the carry and the touchdown for the Spartans. No trouble at all for Maine-Endwell to answer the Port Jervis touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown run for Jaden Branch, and it is 6-all with the Tom's Automotive extra point pending.
Well, we saw this last week. Teams back and forth with scoring. Maybe we're going to see a little bit of that this afternoon, Kev.
On to try the extra point. The Tom's Automotive extra point is Logan McGuire. He will kick out of the hold of Preston Ocker. McGuire, it's blocked. So we stay tied at 6. Maddox McCormick celebrates on the field and will go to the commercial break even at 6. 4:50 to go in the first quarter. We're back in 30 seconds with more Raider football here on WDLC Country, presented by ADAC.
Hey, Red Raiders of Port Jervis High School, you're heading to Syracuse this Saturday with the support of your entire community as you go for the state championship. Congratulations on an outstanding year from the Port Jervis Heritage Center, highlighting and reviving the history of Port Jervis. You're making history right now, so go Raiders!
You're listening to Port Jervis High School football on the legendary WDLC Port Jervis. Orange County's country music authority. Your home for Raiders football, WDLC Country.
4:50 to go in the first quarter, and we're tied at 6 here in the state championship game in Class B between your Port Jervis Raiders and the Maine-Endwell Spartans. On to kick away is Logan McGuire for Maine-Endwell. We'll bring you the Buc-ee's Taxi Drive summary for Maine-Endwell in just a moment. But first, let's see this kickoff. McGuire, a squibber on the first one. This is an absolute boomer that's going to go into the end zone and will be a touchback for Port Jervis. So the Buc-ee's Taxi Drive summary shows Maine-Endwell going 67 yards on 6 plays, 2 minutes and 48 seconds in time of possession. It was a 2-yard touchdown run for their big bruising fullback, Jaden Branch. The Tom's Automotive extra point was blocked, and so we're tied at 6, and Port Jervis will get the ball back 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Raiders defense there got tested, and they knew what they were facing. I mean, Maine-Endwell's a legit football team. Offense for the Raiders could chance again. Now they're looking at a 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Empty backfield for Port between the hash marks at their own 20. It is Dylan Fox in the shotgun. Theodore goes in motion. Fox calls for it, and he's going to run it himself. He runs right. He plunges over the 20, and he's going to be dropped at about the 22. And again, it's Lucas Latner with a stop for Maine-Endwell.
Looked like a trap for the Raiders there. They got to hold the blocks just a little bit longer. Fox needs to be able to get through that hole and get to the second level. I think they're going to give him maybe 2.
Where is the ball spotted? At the 22-yard line. So it's a 2nd and 8 coming up for the Raiders. 4:26 to go. Clock rolling here in the Masters Pest Control first quarter. Don't forget, at halftime, we're going to talk to high school senior Amia Summons. And if we have the opportunity to, we'll bring you some of her conversation with Damian Stryharski. Fox out of the shotgun with Carol Dolshin to his right on a 2nd and 8, and he's going to give it to Carroll. Carroll's going to run left, looking for some space. He stiff arms a defender, and then the cavalry shows up and stops him at the 20. Carol Dolshin will lose the 2 yards that Fox picked up on first down, and it'll be a 3rd and 10. And early on in this game, Tommy, this Maine-Endwell run defense proves to be extremely tough.
Well, you know, you have to pick your poison. Who do you want to stop? Maine-Endwell looks like they came here prepared to stop number 30 up the gut, and so far this afternoon they have. One thing I do like about Carol Dolshin, however, is what we saw in that first drive, him getting out into the flats and catching that pass on the sidelines. So he's not just north and south up the middle. Kid has a range of dynamicness.
So 3rd and 9 from the 21 of Port Jervis. Raiders going left to right in the first quarter. We're tied at 6. Fox going to throw. Pressure coming. Dylan lets it go. He's got a man. It's caught by Theodore for a first down. Anthony's loose to the 45, and he's tossed to the turf by Vincent Mancini with a big first down. Dylan Fox is doing a phenomenal job putting the ball in tight spaces early in this game.
Boy, you talk about a pass threading the needle. Theodore goes up for it knowing he's going to get hit, and he just hauls it in, gets almost near the 50-yard line. We'll call it the Port 48. Boy, senior leadership for number 5 to lay it all out there for that catch.
First down, Raiders at their own 48-yard line. They continue to work left to right, trips to the far side. Austin Mack, the lone receiver, to the near side, and Carol Dolshin's in the backfield. Out of the shotgun, Fox calls for a belt-high snap, gives it to Carroll. Carroll working the legs, trying to get to midfield. He's still trying, and he's not going to get there. He'll get a tough yard on first down, so it'll be 2nd and 9. The Raiders are refusing to give up on Carol Dolshin.
Second play in a row or second time that Carroll's carried the ball where they can't tackle him. They're just going high on him, and he's just going to take them and push them down. If that offensive line can just establish a little bit more of that block, Dolshin gets through there, big things are going to pop off.
2nd and 9 coming for the Raiders from their own 49-yard line. 2:25 to go first quarter. We're tied at 6. Clock moving here in the Masters Pest Control first quarter. Dolshin will go in motion now. Fox calls for a chest-high snap. He throws it to Elijah Campbell, who caught it, looking for blocks, and they're not there. Immediately, Maine-Endwell able to wrap up a great tackle by Luca Conrad, a junior defensive end. They were not fooled on that. They stayed home, and it's no gain for the Raiders.
Well, I think, you saw Carol Dolshin swing out in motion when Elijah catches that ball. He's got to go out there and follow Dolshin. He tried to cut back and stutter step. And Kev, you know one thing I always say, if you stutter step at the line of scrimmage, you're getting tackled for a loss. That time, Campbell was lucky enough to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From their own 49, it'll be a 3rd and 9 for the Raiders. Fox will stay in the shotgun. Dolshin is to his right, trips on the near side of the field now. They're going to roll right. Good protection for Dylan. He's got some men to throw to. Dylan is going to roll left. Dylan's still on his feet. Now he's going to run. He's across midfield. He's to the 45, and he stopped at the 44-yard line. He's 2 yards shy of a first down.
Well, I think for the Raiders, you got to go for it here. You mentioned it, Kevin. They might be too short. 2 yards short, that is, and that's a big 2 yards. I think if you're Port Jervis, you got to go for it here.
It's to the 45, so it's a gain of 6. It's going to be a 4th and 3 for the Raiders. It's a long I mean, based on where the football is, which is just inside of the Maine-Endwell 45, it's a short 3, but it's still 4th and 3. Dylan Fox will go out there, see if maybe Port tries to draw Maine-Endwell offsides. 11 seconds on the play clock, a late break of the huddle. They have less than 10 seconds now. They're now down to 5 seconds to snap the ball. Fox has 3 seconds to snap the ball. He gets the snap. He's going to throw. He's got a man, Theodore, out of the backfield. First down, Raiders at the 40. Anthony still going to the 35 of Maine-Endwell, and Port converts another 4th down.
Kev, they don't know what they're doing to me, man, but they are keeping me standing up here in this press box as the Raiders face another 4th down, and they convert on that play. And how about the guts to throw that pass? What a great play call. Anthony Theodore, the senior receiver, hauls it in, takes it all the way down to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 10, 1st and 10, Port Jervis at the Spartans, 35. Whew. Oh, baby.
20 seconds to play in the Masters Pest Control first quarter. We're tied at 6. Port with a first down at the Maine-Endwell 35. Dylan Fox runs right. Thinks about optioning. He's going to run himself. Dylan to the 30. Now he does option. 25. Anthony is going to be taken down to the 22-yard line. That's going to be the last play of the first quarter, but it's going to be a Raider first down. We're going to send it back to the studio for a 60-second break. Second quarter. Wait, hold on. Are they going to let it go? I think they are. Second quarter's coming up. It's 6-all. Port and Maine-Endwell in the state championship game here on WDLC Country. It's presented by the Alcohol and Drug Awareness Council of Orange County.
Ward Lambert Design congratulates the Red Raiders for going all the way to their first ever appearance in the New York State Championships. Ward Lambert Design, bringing events alive with audio, video, lighting, and race timing for nonprofit fundraising at rates you can afford. Bring your vision to life with Ward Lambert Design. Call 845-858-1176.
At Iron Valley Real Estate Tri-State, they're more than just a real estate company. They're your neighbors. Locally owned and operated, they're dedicated to serving their community with the personalized care you deserve. Their licensed agents in Pennsylvania and New York are ready to guide you every step of the way. Whether you're buying, selling, renting, or investing in real estate, your goals are their mission, and they're here to make them a reality. Call them today at 570-559-4766 or visit IronValleyRealEstateTristate.com.
After the game, keep it here for the legends of country music. This is WDLC Country.
All right, we're ready to start the second quarter of the New York State Class B championship game between your Port Jervis Raiders and the Maine-Endwell Spartans. Our second quarter is presented by Never Sink Lumber. Port and Maine-Endwell are tied at 6. The Raiders have a first down at the Maine-Endwell 22-yard line. And here in the second quarter, Port will go right to left. They'll snap from the far side hash mark. Dylan Fox will work out of the shotgun with Carol Dolshin to his right. He'll send Anthony Theodore in motion. He'll call for the snap and he'll run it himself. Dylan stutters a little bit, and he's going to be tripped up and brought down at the 20-yard line. The ankle tackle made by Jaden Branch. It'll be a short gain on first down. Dylan had a little bit of an issue with the turf, I think, on that play.
Well, he had Carol Dolshin in front of him. He wanted to hide behind him. I think they might have almost stepped on each other. Kev, big shout-outs. I was in Never Sink Lumber this week picking up some supplies. Let me tell you something. They were pumped down there. I walked out of there. I wanted to go play some football.
Want to give a shout-out to Mary Kozlowski. She's the president of the Port Jervis Little League. She's here. Also, her son Dylan, who's listening in California, Jessica Forster, Jackson Jamo listening at Great Wolf Lodge. They are all pumped up for Raider football. 2nd and 8. Here's a pitch to Theodore. He's got blocking. Anthony to the 15. Anthony to the 10. He's going to score, but there are 2 flags on the play, and this will likely come back on a hold.
There's a block in the back, I think, on the
is it a block in the back?
Outside edge for the Raiders. And, yeah, that's something that's going to come back. We'll see.
Yep, that's exactly what it is, Tommy. Here's the call.
Block in the back. On the offense, number 1. 10-yard penalty. Remains second down.
All right, so that penalty will erase the touchdown. It'll be a second and longer now.
That was pretty blatant. It's almost like a crackback type of block. So it happens, and we're going to bring it back. We'll do the down over again. Kev, big shout-out to guys I said at Never Sink Lumber. How about Mike Ward? Let me tell you something. You want to talk about a guy who's giving back to our community? Mike Ward, president of the Outdoor Club, and the list of all the other things he does is longer than your arm and my arm put together. Mike, thanks for listening. Thanks for being part of the program. And, Mike, thank you for being a great part of our community, man.
Absolutely. So it's a 2nd down and 18 for the Raiders there at the Maine-Endwell 30-yard line after the block and back penalty. Fox will work out of the shotgun. Theodore, the lone man in the backfield. Now Dolshin goes in motion to the near side. It's a pump fake pass. Then they're going to throw deep to Carroll. He's got it. He scores. Touchdown Raiders. Carroll Dolshin, the play action pass. Dylan Fox could not be better tonight, folks. He has been electric.
Oh, boy, play fake to the left, and he looks downfield, threads the needle over the defenders. Dolshin hauls it into the end zone, a 30-yard touchdown pass to number 30 himself, Carol Dolshin. Oh, man.
30 for 30, and on to try a Tom's Automotive extra point is Cole Corcoran. That was an incredible play call, but hats off to Dylan Fox and the rest of the offense for executing a brilliant pass from the junior quarterback. Carol Dolshin just catches everything you throw to him, and the protection was there for him from the offensive line. Here's Corcoran to try another Tom's Automotive extra point. Out of the hold of Anthony Theodore. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and this one is good. 13-6, Port Jervis leads in the state title game with 11:11 to go in the second quarter. We're back in 30 seconds with more Raider football here on WDLC Country, presented by ADAC.
Your first stop when you want to give your home a new look is Neversink Lumber. The store has a new look, too. A look that makes it even easier for you to plan your next paint job, using Benjamin Moore, of course. They've updated the color displays, and they've created comfortable selection stations. You can browse on your own or work with a Neversink Lumber professional to choose just the right color in just the right finish. They're the perfect place to get started. Benjamin Moore and Neversink Lumber, your trusted neighbor. Locally owned for 70 years and 4 generations. Open Monday through Saturday on Jersey Avenue, Port Jervis, or neversinklumber.net.
Listen anywhere on your smartphone or tablet. Download the WDLC Country app for free. Back to the action of Raiders football on WDLC Country.
13-7, Port Jervis leads Maine-Endwell in the state championship game. Cole Corcoran's ensuing kickoff is a line drive fielded at the 12-yard line by Maine-Endwell. They bring it across the 25 to the 30-yard line and brought down to the 32 is the return man, Cooper Klinger, for Maine-Endwell.
And put a double deuce on him, number 22 for the Raiders, Ben Rivera, the 8th grader, 6-foot, 180-pounder with a nice stick at the end of that return.
Let's take a look at the Buc-ee's taxi drive summary for Port Jervis. 10 plays to cover 80 yards, 5 minutes and 39 seconds. A brilliant 30-yard touchdown pass from junior Dylan Fox to senior Carol Dolshin. Cole Corcoran's Tom's Automotive extra point was good, and it's 13-6 Port Jervis with 11 minutes and 5 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Right. Maine-Endwell will go left to right here in the second quarter, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. And they're going to give it on the ground up the middle. Big hole and a big gain for Mancini. He's across the 40 to the 45-yard line. Anthony Theodore is able to trip him up, but not before he gains 20. What did he get? My math just completely failed me. He's to the 45.
19 on that. 19 on the pickup. It started at the 31, right?
Yeah, so it's 14 on the pickup.
14. My bad. 14
and it's 1st and 10. Just a total brain fart right there.
Well,
Mancini's been very good, as have all of the offensive weapons. Now they'll have one receiver on the far side. They'll go with 2 A-backs and the halfback, or the fullback rather, Jaden Rollo. Ocker under center. He's going to give it to Branch, and Branch will be tripped up. A nice job by Carol Dolshin at the line of scrimmage. Check that. That was Mookie. Nashawn Campbell was the man who hit Branch and kept it to a short gain.
Well, last play, Mookie got blocked out. It was a trap play. This time he stayed at home, and he was able to trip up Branch with his nice arm tackle. That's what you got to do. And Mookie Campbell showed that. That's good defensive edge right there for the Raiders. Small pickup. Bring up a 2nd down for the Spartans at their own 47-yard line.
I want to give out another shout-out to my wife, Tricia Halpenny, listening. Tricia, I love you. Everybody is with you. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for sending me to Syracuse. 2nd down and 8 for Maine-Endwell from their own 47. They're going to throw for the first time, and it's incomplete. Intended on the far side of the field for Tyler Matthews, and it's a 3rd down. And if I'm not mistaken, Tommy, is this the first 3rd down that Maine-Endwell has faced?
That's their first 3rd down, and it's 3rd and 8 for the Spartans. Raider defense now. You got to have your head on a swivel here. You got to pay attention. This team has so many threats, so many talented players. I'll tell you one thing I've seen tonight, Kevin. Port Jervis's defense hasn't put any pressure on the quarterback yet.
I want to give a shout-out to Jenny and Mike listening, and the McElroy boys, Rich and Jamie, checking in. 3rd and 8 for Maine-Endwell. Left to right, they go at their own 47-yard line. Rollo in motion. It's a play-action pass. Here comes the pressure. The ball is up, and it's complete for a 1st down. What an effort by Maine-Endwell's Mancini, who catches it. Theodore loses his helmet, so he's going to have to leave the field for a play. But, boy, the Raiders nearly had Ocker. They could not finish the pressure, and Maine-Endwell comes up with a huge play on third down to get the first down.
That right there on both sides of the ball was an awesome high school football play. Offense did great. Defense did great. Catch was amazing. Defense was so strong. Sometimes, Kevin, you just got to tip your hat.
Absolutely. First down, Spartans at the Port 45. Ocker under center, Branch behind him, and now Mancini will go in motion. He'll get the pitch. He comes near side. He's got some room, 40, 35, 30, and he's going to be hit and sent out of bounds by Dylan Fox at the Port Jervis 28-yard line.
Boy, I got a text from my buddy Mark. He goes, last team scores wins. We saw that last week. Port and Glens Falls back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Kev, it's starting to feel like that here today.
They're going to put this ball at the Port Jervis 29, so it's a gain of 16 for Mancini and the Spartans. Boy, they have so many options to give the ball to. Mancini, Branch, Rollo, Ocker. He's got good receivers. This is no surprise. We talked a lot about it last week. It's two good football teams battling it out for a state title here. First down, Spartans at the Port 29. Handoff goes to Branch. He goes up the middle, and he gets to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4 for Jaden Branch, and a 2nd and 6 coming up for the Spartans. It'll be second down from the Port 25-yard line, 8:48 to go here in the second quarter, sponsored by Neversink Lumber, and it is 13-6. Port Jervis leads Maine-Endwell in this state championship game. Boy. The Raiders have scored on both of their possessions. Maine-Endwell trying to make it 2 for 2 for themselves. And you got to watch the pass here on second down as they put out on the near side Logan McGuire. Rollo, it's going to be Ocker. A pass, he's going to be hit and tackled. What a play, Ben Rivera. The 8th grader slides in from his linebacker position and tackles Ocker for a loss.
Boy, and his family, they are here in the stands. They are jumping up and down, red towels all over the place. What a play by the 8th grader linebacker. Slashes in there, takes Ocker down. Big loss for Maine-Endwell, but a huge play for the Raider defense.
I got to tell you, Tommy, I have so much to say about this Port football team and how emotionally attached I've become to them. Catherine Stellato, who is Dylan Fox's mother, put up a picture earlier this week of Dylan, Anthony, Maddox, and Cameron playing in Pee Wee football. Ben's mother, Rachel, was a nurse for my wife on a CAT scan. The connection is huge. And on 3rd and long, the Raiders turn Maine-Endwell away. It's a short gain for Vinny Mancini, and it'll be 4th down for the Spartans.
Kev, you talk about the community. I want to talk about the First Lady of Football, Sandra Straharsky. I talk to her each and every day this week. Her and Lisa Randazzo, Ms. Chuck, put together so many things to make sure this Raider team had everything they needed this weekend. Want to give them a huge shout out. And how about Karen Howard and Port Jervis Schools pulling out all the stops for the Raiders?
Speaking of the schools, I mentioned Castellato before. She taught both my kids in 6th grade. Maddox's mom, Heather Jones, taught my daughter science in 6th grade. I could go on and on. Here we go. On a 4th down, Ocker rolls right. He's going to throw. He's hit. The ball is up. It's caught inside the 20-yard line by Rollo. He's going to be close, but they need the 19. Do they have the first down or not?
I wonder
depends
whether
on the spot of the football. Port saying that they don't.
Oh, it's going to be close, Kev. Bring out the chains. It's going to be that close. Port Maddox McCormick is saying, no way is that a first down.
If it's at the 20, it's not a first down. The first down stick is at the 19. It's first down Raiders. They've turned Maine-Endwell over on downs. They got 7. They needed 8. And the Raiders get the ball back with 6:54 to play in the second quarter, leading 13-6 against the Maine-Endwell Spartans.
Go back to that sack by Ben Rivera to fire up the defense, and that stop on 4th down, the Raiders hold Maine-Endwell, and you want to feel the energy in this crowd. Boy, holy smokes.
6:54 to go before halftime. 13-6. Port Jervis leads Maine-Endwell, and they have the football back 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line, going right to left in the second quarter. Dylan Fox, with 7 seconds to snap the ball, is in the shotgun with Carol Dolshin to his right. 4 seconds on the play clock. He gets a chest-high snap, straight drop back. Dylan wants to throw. He floats it, and it is tipped away. The intended target was Maddox McCormick. Vincent Mancini defending the pass for Maine-Endwell.
Oh, that could have easily been a little bit of pass interference. McCormick's going up for it. Mancini's behind him. A little bit of contact. They're going to let him play. Kev, I'm on offense. I want pass interference. If I'm the coach on defense, I'm like, ooh, good play.
Vicarellos are tuning in. Jason and his dad in Port Jervis. Connor in Cortland, they say, go Raiders. Bill Harris told me that between the 101 Dalmatians shows, they're listening to the game as well. Thank you all for tuning in. Rob Wallowdogrowski checked in as well. 2nd and 10 Raiders from their own 20. Right to left they go with trips to the far side. Fox chest side snap. He's going to run himself. Has some blocking. Dillon still going to the 23-yard line, and he's going to be hit hard and stop there. Carroll's helmet comes off.
How about this? Dolshin's helmet comes off, but he doesn't get off his block as he continued to play with his helmet popped off.
It's a 3-yard gain for Fox. A 3rd and 7 coming up for Port Jervis from their own 23-yard line. 6:28 to go. Clock rolling in the Neversink Lumber second quarter. It's 13-6 Port Jervis. The Raiders have a 3rd down at their own 23-yard line.
Carroll Dolshin's helmet came off. He can't be in on this play, so they have to go to 3rd and long without Dolshin as one of the weapons. He's been so key catching the ball on 3rd down this afternoon. Can't do it now while he's on the sidelines.
Nope, the lone man in the backfield is Ben Rivera. Trips to the far side. Single receiver, Theodore to the near side. Fox wants to throw. He throws to Theodore. He caught it, 35. Anthony skips a tackle, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. And he's taken out of bounds at the Maine-Endwell 25-yard line by Tyler Matthews. What a play by the Raiders and Anthony Theodore. It's a big first down for the Raiders, and they're in Spartan territory again.
Oh, and the Raider fans are on their feet. Theodore down the sideline. Wasn't much of a pretty pass, but I'll tell you what, on the score sheet, it looks awesome. First down Raiders in Maine-Endwell territory. We'll call it the 26.
That's a 51-yard pass play from Fox to Theodore. Credit Anthony for doing the majority of the work on that one, but it was a good pass. Dillon has been absolutely deadly throwing the football today. He has been fearless as the Raiders quarterback. First down Port at the 26 of Maine-Endwell. Dolshin in the backfield. Cameron Barber has checked in as a wide receiver for the Raiders. Fox going to run. He gets it to the 25. Dillon twists to the 21-yard line where he's taken down. And the Raiders, Tommy, it's early, but they're starting to get a push up at the line of scrimmage.
There's nothing better for your offense than when your defense stops the other team. That defensive hold there at the last drive for Maine-Endwell, the Raider defense coming up that big just gives so much inspiration to the offense. You play with an extra level of confidence and belief that defense hooked you up. You got to hook the defense up by a good drive, finishing it off with a great touchdown, and that's what the Raiders are working on right now.
2nd and 5 Port from the 21 of Maine-Endwell. Fox out of the shotgun. Theodore is the only back in the backfield. There are no receivers wide. Everybody's bunched up. Anthony has it. Anthony looking for some blocking. Has the 20, has the 15, has the edge, and he's tackled at the 10-yard line. It's a first down, but there is a flag on the field.
Oh, there might be a hands to the face here as there was a block on the edge. It looked like somebody got their hands up into the helmet, and I think it might be against the defense.
Number 9.
No.
10-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
It's a hold against Port.
One thing we have here is the Jumbotron, and I would direct the referee to look at the Jumbotron because McCormick was making a block. He got hands right in his face mask. They didn't see that side, but it's a hold nonetheless. They'll mark it off 10. The Raiders will do the down again.
Hey, it's only at the 25, Tommy, so it ends up being a 2nd and, what's that, a 2nd?
Or 15. No, check that. 2nd and 9.
And yeah, 9. Thank you. Bad math. Not doing good with the math today. I'm a little bit crazy today. It's the state title game. All right, so it is a 2nd and 9 for Port. Fox out of the shotgun. Theodore in the backfield. Play action. Here comes the pressure. Dillon throws. He's got a man. It's incomplete. A little miscommunication. The intended target was Owen Carreri, so it'll be 3rd down now.
Raiders a little cute on that play, Kev. They roll out Fox, but the problem is the Raider offense was overloaded on that side, which just invites the defense to put another guy on that side of the football, and Maine-Endwell was able to cover that. 3rd down now for the Raiders at the Maine-Endwell 25-yard line. Kev, 4:38 here. Port Jervis is up 13-6, and boy, they want to keep possession here. They want to get more on that scoreboard.
3rd and 9 Raiders at the Maine-Endwell 25-yard line. Dolshin in the backfield with Fox. 2 receivers on the far side. Elijah Campbell on the near side. Theodore goes in motion. It's going to be a play-action pass over the middle. McCormick, he caught it. 10, 5, and he stopped at the 2-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle made over the middle by Maine-Endwell. I believe that was Cooper Klinger on the stop for the Spartans, but Maddox McCormick with a huge catch. Another big 3rd down pass from Dillon Fox sets up the Raiders with a goal to go at the Maine-Endwell 1-yard line.
And the Raiders can be patient. 4:22 left on the clock. Let that tick down. 25 on the play clock. But boy, they're hungry to put this one in.
They want to score right now. They hurry to the line. They're going to snap this ball with double digits on the play clock. Fox out of the shotgun. Dolshin in the backfield to his left. Dillon, he wants to score. Dillon runs left. He's going to be wrapped tapped up, and he's going to be denied. Did he reach the football out? He did not. He's going to be short. It'll be a 2nd and goal from the 1 now.
See, they want to score, but they're doing me the favor. Let that clock tick a little bit, boys. 13-6 Raiders right now, 3:55 remaining. They are on the precipice here of getting into the end zone. The ball is marked at the 1. Kevin, we said it last week. Give it to the big guy. Give it to number 30. Come on, guys.
2nd and goal, Port. And this time they'll go I formation. Fox under center. McCormick in front of Dolshin. 2nd and goal, Raiders from the Maine-Endwell 1. Dillon going to sneak it, and they false start. The Raiders hurt themselves on that play.
Offense number 9. 5-yard penalty.
Wow.
Still 2nd down.
They call McCormick on the false start.
He was leaning. He was leaning to get that little bit of extra to get going on that block, so they're going to move it back to the 6.
That stinks. 2nd and goal from the 6 now. Want to give a quick shout-out to Skylar DeLellis. She has a role in 101 Dalmatians. She's Penny the puppy. They have a second showing tonight. So make sure after the game you go down to the high school auditorium and check out 101 Dalmatians Kids Edition. Shout out to Skylar tuning in during the break. 2nd and goal for the Raiders from the Maine-Endwell 6-yard line. Fox will work out of the shotgun. Anthony Theodore in the pistol behind him, about 2 yards behind him. Fox going to run the option. Dillon looking. Dillon's going to take it himself. Dillon's in for a touchdown. Dillon Fox scores from 6 yards out, and it is 19-6 Port Jervis with 3:27 to play before halftime.
Oh, and Fox, every week in the playoffs, has gotten bigger and better. Wow. I'm speechless. Absolutely speechless. What a run. What a finish. Raiders in the end zone. 19-6. They're looking to add one more on the PAT.
I'll tell you what. Dillon Fox has had an incredible first half. The whole team is playing their butts off, but Dillon Fox is special so far. Here is Cole Corcoran to try another Tom's Automotive extra point. He is 1 of 2 today. Theodore will hold. Corcoran's kick is up, and this one is through. It is 20-6 Port Jervis with 3:27 to go before halftime. You're listening to live coverage of Raider football here on WDLC Country, presented by the Alcohol and Drug Awareness Council of Orange County.
The Alcohol and Drug Awareness Council of Orange County is a nonprofit organization dedicated to addressing the use of alcohol and other drugs by providing prevention education at schools and in the community. ADOC offers support services for individuals and families experiencing the negative effects of substance use. Substance use disorder knows no barriers. It could impact anyone, but it can be prevented through community support, education, and communication. If you or someone you know needs help, please reach out. Learn more by visiting adocinfo.com.
You're listening to Port Jervis High School football on the legendary WDLC Port Jervis. Back to the action of Raiders football on WDLC Country.
20-6, Port Jervis leads Maine-Endwell with 3:27 to go before halftime. Cole Corcoran has it teed up at the 40-yard line to kick right to left following the touchdown, and the sophomore boots it away. It'll be fielded at the 16-yard line. That one is taken by Zach Battalini. He's loose across the 30. No, that's Mancini, and he's going to go out of bounds at the Maine-Endwell 40-yard line.
So for the Raiders, Kev, you got to break it down for me. Give me that drive. Give me the summary, bro.
The Buc-ee's Taxi drive summary shows Port putting together their second consecutive 80-yard touchdown drive that took them 8 plays and 3 minutes and 27 seconds. A 6-yard touchdown run by junior quarterback Dillon Fox. Cole Corcoran's Tom's Automotive extra point was good. It was that drive was keyed by a turnover on downs forced by the Raider defense. And now that defense is back out there again to face this high-powered Maine-Endwell offense. They have it 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Ocker under center. Rolo goes in motion. They give this to Branch, and Branch will just power through across the 40 to about the 43-yard line. Jaden Branch is a lot to handle.
Kevin, the ball started at the 43. They're going to mark it at the 47, so it's a pickup of 4 on the play.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Kevin,
for
I
the
got
Spartans.
you, buddy. Got you.
I want to give a shout-out to Janet Prundle. She's listening at home. Her son, Evan, a 2024 grad, is listening at Coastal Carolina. Thank you very much, Janet, for checking in. And thank you for everything that you've done for Trisha as well. You're part of our tribe. Under center is Acker. In motion is Mancini. It's going to be Rollo. Rollo has some room. He gets the 45, and Rollo gets to the 49-yard line and a Maine-Endwell first down.
Nice tackle by Owen Carreri, number 21 for the Raiders. Carreri doesn't make that tackle. Rollo is rolling downfield big time.
It's a first down for Maine-Endwell, just shy of their own 49-yard line.
Can't enforce enough. Defense got to tighten up just a little bit.
I want to give a shout out to Jamie Fedoruk, who's tuning in. Jamie hooked Noah up big time for the varsity bowling team. First down, Maine-Endwell. It's a handoff again to Rollo. Rollo's got some room on the right side. No, he doesn't. No, he does not. Carol Dolshin fights off 2 blocks to take down Landon Rollo. Sorry, Landon.
And they'll give him maybe a half a football. I'm going to still call it the 49.
It is the 49, Tommy. It's really a second. I mean, technically it's a 2nd and 9, so maybe we should have said it was at the 48. But the ball is still shy of the midfield stripe. 1:50 to go. Clock running. Never Sink Lumber second quarter. It's 20-6. Port Jervis leads Maine-Endwell. Maine-Endwell will get the ball to start the second half. Acker under center. Mancini goes in motion. He gets the pitch. He runs to the right. He's got some room. He cuts up inside Raider territory, and he's tackled by Ben Rivera at the Port 43-yard line. And that'll be short of the first down by about a yard. So it'll be a 3rd and short coming up for Maine-Endwell. But the Raider defense is starting to do a much better job, Tommy. They did not face a single 3rd down on their first drive, but the Raiders have consistently put them into 3rd down on the last 2 drives. They move it to the Port 42-yard line, and that is a gain of 9, so it's a 3rd and a yard to go. And they'll go with the old man in the backfield is Jaden Branch. Branch gets the pitch. He runs left. He's got a seal. He's to the 40. He's to the 35, to the 30-yard line, and he's taken down on the far side of the field for the Raiders by Carol Dolshin inside the 30. And there's a Raider down on the field right now, and I think that might be Rivera. So while the officials tend to the injured Raider, we'll send it back to the studio for an injury timeout. 56 seconds to go before halftime. Port 20, Maine-Endwell 6. You're listening to live coverage of Raider football here on WDLC Country, presented by the Alcohol and Drug Awareness Council of Orange County.
Looking to buy or sell your home in the tri-state area? Meet Michael Usolino, your trusted realtor at Iron Valley Real Estate Tri-State, located in historic Milford, Pennsylvania. With a passion for helping people, Michael makes you his top priority. Expect timely, reliable, and personalized service every step of the way. Whether you're downsizing, upsizing, or relocating, Michael ensures a smooth, stress-free transaction. Trust Michael Usolino to turn your real estate dreams into reality. Visit Michael at michael.ironvalleyrealestatetristate.com and start your journey with the best.
The legends of country music and your home for Raiders football. WDLC Country.
56 seconds to go in the Never Sink Lumber second quarter. Maine-Endwell has a first down at the Port Jervis 27-yard line. No, we'll call it the 28. After the run by Jaden Branch. Ben Rivera is good. It's a fake pitch. Acker's going to throw deep down the near sideline. He's got a man wide open, incomplete. He overthrew his intended target, Tyler Matthews. He had beaten the coverage, but he overthrew him, and it's 2nd down.
Kevin, those are the kind of plays where you say Lady Luck is on the Raiders' side. Wide open receiver, just completely overthrown. And how about this? 22 back on the field for the Raiders. Ben Rivera back. Looked like maybe he got the wind knocked out of him. You saw him run to the sidelines with a big smile on his face. That just kind of built the whole sidelines up.
Imagine being in 8th grade on the varsity football team, and your first year, you go to the state championship.
Kev, go down there and stand next to him. He's not an 8th grader, man. That's a big boy down there.
2nd down for the Spartans from the Port Jervis 29-yard line, and whistles will stop this play before it starts. Somebody wants a timeout. It's Port Jervis. We'll take one with them. 47 seconds to go before halftime. 20-6. Port Jervis leads. We're back in 30 seconds with more Raider football here on WDLC Port Jervis, presented by the Alcohol and Drug Awareness Council of Orange County.
Don't you just love a good dog day afternoon?
Oh, yeah. And today is this dog's day.
Sheena, who is that doggy in the window? Is that Bella?
Oh, my God. She's had some work done, and she looks 5 pounds lighter.
Maybe 3.
Star, she looks amazing. I heard she gets groomed at Millie's Pooch Parlor.
Lucky dog.
Millie's Pooch Parlor. Toenail clipping just $7 per dog. Open every day but Sunday at 92 Front Street in Port Jervis. Call 845-858-0608 and get noticed.
The Raiders are in action. Catch the play-by-play all season here on WDLC Country.
Hey, how about a shout-out for Laura Hunt? She is listening with her great-granddaughter, Skylar DeLellis, and she is one of the best friends of my mother-in-law, Laura Eckert. Thank you for tuning in, Laura. We appreciate it. Shout-out to Laura Hunt. It's a 2nd down and 10 facing Maine-Endwell at the Port 28-yard line. Rolo in motion. Handoff Branch. He's hit and taken down. No, it's a pitch, and Rolo's free. No, it's Ocker, and Ocker's inside the 5. He twists towards the pylon. He'll be short of the goal. What an excellent job of misdirection by the Maine-Endwell offense as Logan Ocker gets his first carry. Check that. Preston Ocker, his first carry of the day is a massive one, setting up the Spartans with a 1st and goal at the Raider 1-yard line.
27-yard pickup by Ocker. What play fake, though, Kev? Port's defense thought it was the dive up the gut. It wasn't. It was the quarterback option around the end.
I wish I could see that. I missed the replay on the Jumbotron. What an excellent play by the Spartans. 1st and goal, Maine-Endwell at the Port 1-yard line with 38 seconds to go here in the half. We got Port Jervis High School senior Amia Summons joining us at halftime. I formation for the Spartans, but there's a timeout on the field first. And Port Jervis is going to burn their 2nd timeout.
Well, the last time they called a timeout was the play just before this. Didn't go good for the Raider defense, so maybe luck will be on the Raiders' side this time with a timeout. I mean, it's 1st and goal from the 1. Maine-Endwell's got a lot of talent here at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Before we mention Jessica Forrester and her kids listening at Great Wolf Lodge, they specifically wanted to give a shout-out to their nephew, Ethan Lineweber. Ethan's been a big part of this Raider defense and the team all season long. Thanks for reaching out, Jess. We appreciate it.
I got some shout-outs. My buddy Brian Bomas is listening. Tim Monahan's all pumped up. And how about my buddy Jim? Jim Bowder down in Florida. Recently had knee replacement. He says every play the Raiders do well, his knee is feeling better and better.
Want to give a shout-out to Andy Sampson, who checked in as well. Nick Ostrom is in on the defensive line for the Raiders as Maine-Endwell has a 1st and goal from the Port Jervis 1-yard line. What a brilliant play on 2nd down the Spartans ran. Ocker is under center. Branch is in the backfield. Landon Rolo is out on the wing. They have receivers split wide to each side, but you think they're going to run it here. It's going to be a handoff to Branch, and he will spill into the end zone for a Maine-Endwell touchdown. Jaden Branch has 2 touchdowns today. This is a 1-yarder, and Maine-Endwell is back to within a score as it's 20-12 with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Boy, Tommy, the Raider defense really wanted to try to keep Maine-Endwell out of the end zone on this possession, now, and they just could not do it.
Here's the question. Is Maine-Endwell going to go for 2? And I think they are. I think they're going to go for 2 here, Kev.
Ocker is back out there right now. Try to make it a 6-point game, so this would be an opportunity for the Raiders defense to come up with something big. It'll be Jaden Branch in the backfield behind Preston Ocker. Whistles, Maine-Endwell wants a timeout, so we'll take one with him. When we come back, we'll have a 2-point try for Maine-Endwell. It's a 20-12 game right now. We'll see what happens after the break. You're listening to live coverage of Port Jervis High School football here on WDLC Port Jervis, presented by ADAC.
Hey, do you need a ride? Dial 845-856-3544 for Bucky's Taxi. They serve the entire tri-state area with local and long-distance taxi service. Now, whether you just need a ride to work or maybe your family needs a lift to the airport, Bucky's Taxi can get you where you need to go. Bucky's Taxi takes great pride in their transportation service. That's why they keep their cars clean and their drivers safe. The next time you need to be somewhere, call Bucky's Taxi, 845-856-3544. Orange County's Country Music Authority. Your home for Raiders football, WDLC Country.
34 seconds before halftime. Port leads 20-12. Maine-Endwell has just scored, and they are now going for 2. Ocker under center. In motion is Mancini. Branch gets the carry, and he's going to be... Is he stopped, or did he get in?
He's not in.
He's denied the 2-point try, and the score holds at 20-12. What an effort by the Raider defense. Tommy, they have had some really good games during the year. They had a massive shutout in the quarterfinals, but they have often been a bend-don't-break defense. They're facing... No doubt, right? It's unquestionable the best team they played all year, probably the best team we've ever watched them play. At least I can say that for sure on the Class B level. And they are doing a good job of bending but not breaking. That's a huge, huge turn away of the 2-point try there.
Absolutely monumental. Port Jervis's defense came up big on that conversion. The Raider team right now, the fan base here, kind of gasping a little bit, but I don't think they understand how important that stop was for the Raider defense. Raiders now are going to get set to return this kick. Guys, 34 seconds left. Maine-Endwell is a very disciplined football team. Everyone on the field right now, all 11 Raiders, you got Carol Dolshin up front, you got all the hands up front. Guys, keep an eye on that ball and see where it goes.
Well, what Coach Stryharski likes to say is when motivation runs out, what's left? It's discipline.
Amen,
so the Raiders are ready for that too. Here we go. Ensuing kickoff after the touchdown drive. We'll have the Buc-ee's taxi drive summary for you right now. 62 yards in 8 plays for Maine-Endwell, 2 minutes and 53 seconds in time of possession. And they will follow with a squibber. And it's going to be taken, it's going to be dropped and fallen on by Chris Logan at the Port Jervis 37-yard line. The Buc-ee's taxi drive summary showing that Jaden Branch scored a 1-yard touchdown for Maine-Endwell. Their 2-point try failed, and so the score is an 8-point lead for Port Jervis, 20-12. There are 32 seconds left before the half, Tommy. The Raider offense is dynamic, but do they want to take a knee here and take it to the locker room, or do they want to try to score?
Well, I mean, Fox can just take the snap and see what he can get out of it, or they take the knee, and I think they're going to run a play here, Kev.
Fox will work out of the shotgun with Dolshin to his left. They'll snap it from their own 37-yard line. Trips to the far side. Elijah Campbell, the lone receiver, on the near side of the field. Dylan Fox will take the snap. Straight drop back. Steps into it. Has Campbell. It's incomplete. He throws it short, and it's going to be second down. The clock will stop with 27 seconds left.
He's
in
wide
the second
open,
quarter.
boy. That secondary
Yes,
giving a big cushion right there. They don't want to give up a big play. In fact, right now, substitutions on the field. Looks like Maine-Endwell is going to go with a 3-man defensive line. A lot of hands in the secondary now for the Spartans. And if you're Port Jervis, hey, listen, if you can hold on the ball, make sure you throw the passes out and deep. Don't throw anything across the middle where a linebacker might get a hand up and tip it away.
Second down and 10 for the Raiders from their own 37-yard line. 27 seconds left in the Never Sink Lumber second quarter, and they're going to run a play again. Dylan steps up. Dylan runs. He's hit hard, and he's tackled at about the 38-yard line.
Oh, boy.
So it'll be a short gain.
And he landed hard on his head.
Oh, boy. Dylan Fox is down right now. And he will roll over onto his back, and he will be attended to by the coaching staff.
He landed hard on his head. And that's something you didn't want to have happen here at the end of the first half.
While they attend to Dylan, we'll recognize a couple of folks who have reached out via the WDLC Country Facebook page. Thanks to Michelle Taylor for all her work on that page, maintaining it and promoting Port Jervis High School football broadcast on the radio and on the Facebook page. Kayla Stellato reached out, listening from home. That, of course, is Coach John Stellato's wife. Eva Busick reached out from Palm Coast, Florida. Eva Marie Busick. Thank you very much, Eva, for checking in. And we also heard from some folks making their way back to Port Jervis. Jeff Rohr in Dover, New Jersey. Anna Holy has reached out from a cruise ship, the Carnival Mardi Gras. That's pretty awesome. Boy, it's just so awesome to hear from all these people listening in all these different places across the country. Raider Nation is widespread and strong. Dylan Fox is up on his butt. He is on his feet, and he's going to go to the sideline with no assistance. 16 seconds left in the second quarter, and now, Tommy, I wonder if they're going to take a knee.
Absolutely. I think Coach Stellato, Chris Stellato's bringing over the team and saying, guys, we're going to take a knee on this. Fox looks to be okay. He took a hard hit to the ground. Maine-Endwell is going to call their timeout here, which is more or less just to reset everything. But I think what you're going to see is a center snap right to number 5, Anthony Theodore, and I think they might just take a knee here.
I think that's probably the smart thing to do. Port Jervis has a 20-12 lead. 16 seconds to go before halftime. We'll have high school senior Amia Summons joining us at the half.
Dylan Fox to the sidelines. Someone in the crowd asked how he was. He gets a big smile, thumbs up. He says he's okay.
Well, so that's good to see.
Absolutely. We saw it 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks last week? Anthony Theodore got he got crushed in the backfield.
Yes, he did.
On a pass play, and he missed most of the second half. But it's nice to see Fox is okay. He's getting looked at by the trainer, and they're just kind of making sure he's going to be okay. Remember this, Kev. We're talking about game reset. It is 20-12 Port Jervis. 16 seconds left in this first half. Port gets to kick the ball off to start the second half. So for the Raiders now, I think the smart thing to do is go up with this lead, take the knee,
Yes, 100%.
But then again, Anthony Theodore, he's thrown a couple touchdown passes this year.
Yes, he has. He's going to take the snap with Dolshin to his left, trips to the far side, Campbell to the near side. He'll take it. He'll run to the right, and he's going to be hit and dropped inside the 30-yard line by Latner.
Okay. And, you know, Maine-Endwell fans can cheer all they want. That was okay. That was probably the smartest play Port could do.
Well, why did the clock stop? Did Maine-Endwell take a timeout?
They do have one timeout left.
That's exactly what they did. So they're going to force Port Jervis to punt because now it's 4th down.
Well, here's the deal. There's 10 seconds left on the clock. Port Jervis cannot run the clock. We talked about this last week on the 4th down conversion. You can't run 10 seconds off the clock without punting the ball away. John Stellato is the special teams coach. He is in the huddle right now. He's making sure two things, that they have 11 and that they have the people they want out there on the field. Coming out right now for the Raiders in that huddle is Mason Witkowski, number 44. So the Raiders are going to snap this ball. Coming out as well into the huddle will be Sid Bakari, number 10. So we'll see what the Raiders do here. Loss on the play puts the ball back at the Port, 27?
Yeah, no, 28.
28 minus 10
to be exact.
10 seconds on the clock. Dolshin's back. He's going to stand at about his 14-yard line to receive the snap for the punt. And if I'm Maine-Endwell, I want to put a heavy rush on.
Yeah, I mean, this is no gimme that this is going to be the end of the half. They've got to get a good punt off and good coverage. Long snap coming to Carroll Dolshin. Dolshin will get the kick away. It's an end-over-end kick that'll go inside the 50. It'll go out of bounds with 3 seconds left. So now the question is, does Maine-Endwell take a knee at their own 46-yard line with 3 seconds to go?
Heck no. Maine-Endwell's going to go for it here without a doubt. They have the talent. Port Jervis is up 20-12. Maine-Endwell, when they put things together, they got some strong options here. I don't think they're going to throw the ball, though, Kev. I think they're going to try to run some kind of misdirection to get Port's defense to think they're going left and then maybe go right. But we'll see what it is.
Well, the Raiders got to come up here with a good play defensively. I don't think they expected to be out on the field again in the second half, but here they are. Again in the second quarter. Here they are. They lead the game 20-12.
10 seconds on the play clock, Kev. They got to hurry up here.
3 seconds left on the game clock. 4 seconds on the play clock. And with 1 second, they will get the play off, and they're going to option it to Rollo. Rollo is going to be hit, and Rollo will be tackled, and that is how the first half comes to a close with an 8-yard gain by Landon Rollo. So we'll go to the break. Port Jervis maintains their 20-12 lead. When we come back, we'll talk to Amia Summons. It's Port Jervis High School football live on WDLC Country in the state championship game, and it's presented by the Alcohol and Drug Awareness Council of Orange County.
The cost of living just keeps going up, so squeeze the most out of your gas mileage now with some help from Tom's Auto in Port Jervis. Schedule your car for an alignment at Tom's Auto. Wheels that are out of alignment can reduce your gas mileage by as much as 10%. Tires that are out of balance can cause uneven tire wear, reducing your gas mileage even more. Call 845-858-2755 to schedule your alignment and balancing at Tom's Auto and save yourself some money at the gas pumps. Tom's Auto, Fowler Street, Port Jervis.
Planning a service is a difficult time. Gray Parker Funeral Home will help make this difficult time a special one with a range of services to help fit your needs and every opportunity to make the moment one to remember. Gray Parker Funeral Home is a family-owned and operated business serving our community since 1924, located at 100 East Main Street, Port Jervis. For more information, go to grayparkerfuneralhome.com or call 845-856-5191.
You got some projects planned for your house?
Oh, yeah.
You got time to do them? Yeah, you need to call Brace Landscaping. They do all kinds of landscaping and property maintenance, masonry work, fence installs, and more. This winter, they'll be offering snow removal, too. Don't put off those projects. Just hire a pro. Call Brace Landscaping, 845-253-4440. Find them on Facebook at Brace Landscaping.
Tri-State Auto Body. If it's dented, cracked, or crumpled, we make it simple. We make it easy. Very easy. Tri-State Auto Body. Tri-State Auto Body. Expert auto body repair. Superb craftsmanship. Excellent. Tri-State Auto Body. Free estimates. Foreign and domestic. Tri-State Auto Body.
We're the king of quality, the prince of price. We're the fender on benders, and we do Tri-State Auto Body.
856-1021.
Kickoff. Get ready, football fans. Port Jervis Auto Mall, part of the Annunziata Auto Group, is proud to be your local football sponsor. Whether you're cheering from the stands or listening at home, they have the perfect ride to get you around in style. From sleek sedans to rugged SUVs, their lineup has something for everyone. Visit them today and score big with unbeatable deals and exceptional service. Port Jervis Auto Mall at Kingston Avenue, Port Jervis. Driving your passion for football and beyond. Visit them at portjervisautomall.com. The Outdoor Club of Port Jervis sends their best to the Red Raiders football team as they play their first ever state championship game this Saturday. The Outdoor Club is a 100% volunteer group operating in the Port Jervis area to develop the Port Jervis Watershed Park and Recreation Area. In just a few short years of existence, the Outdoor Club has created nearly 50 miles of hiking and biking trails, built one of the largest pump tracks on the East Coast, and hosted a number of outdoor activities for all ages. Find out more at ocopj.org.
Hey, it's Michelle Taylor, mornings here at WDLC Country, and I hope you're enjoying the Country Christmas, our soundtrack of the season, brought to you by Gray Parker Funeral Home in Port Jervis, family owned and operated, serving the community for 100 years, and Little Pediatrics in Port Jervis, providing the highest quality primary care from birth to age 18. Can't do it without our support from the community. It's a Country Christmas at WDLC Country.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will come from. Feeding America is working to make that perfect day a reality.
Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. That food is given to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about doing things that make an ordinary day extraordinary. Learning to play an instrument, building a sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be an obstacle to growing up.
You can help end childhood hunger in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
After the game, keep it here for the legends of country music. This is WDLC Country.
It is halftime here at the JMA Wireless Dome in Syracuse, New York, where your Port Jervis Raiders have a 20-12 lead over the Maine-Endwell Spartans in the New York State Class B Championship football game. This is the Neversink Media Group halftime show presented by the Neversink Media Group of radio stations, including WDLC Country, the Pike 106.9, and Wall Radio. Halftime show continues here as we are just about ready for kickoff of the second half, so that means it's just about over. Tri-State Auto Body collision course update. Tommy, the Raider offensive line has struggled a little bit to establish the run game, but they have been very good at providing pass protection for Dylan Fox, and the Raiders have 3 touchdowns. So the offensive line has done a great job overall against this Maine-Endwell defensive line.
Well, offense has been strong for the Raiders. The one thing, though, Kevin, I want to focus on is the defensive surge to hold Maine-Endwell out of the end zone and to stop that 2-point conversion. 2 huge opportunities for the Raiders on defense. It came up big. It feels like this season has been about a defense that bends but don't break, and a Raiders offense that can't be stopped. Raiders offense at times has been stopped, but they've never quit on themselves. I'm looking forward to the second half. Kev, we got no time to waste. Here it goes.
Cole Corcoran kicks it away, and it's fielded at the 17-yard line by Maine-Endwell. They're across the 25-30 to cross the 40-yard line to the 45, and a great return by Tyler Matthews, who is, if I'm not mistaken, Tyler Matthews is headed to West Point, where he will be playing lacrosse at Army and will be a cadet. Speaking of cadets, how about Danny Klotz? He's going to be graduating soon from West Point.
How about Army winning the big game last night, too?
Absolutely. Arbovoso and Plotsky, keys to the second half coming up shortly. But first, it's a first down for Maine-Endwell from their own 45-yard line. The Spartans will go right to left here in the second quarter, or the second half, I should say. In the third quarter, to be more specific, and there's Mancini in motion, and it's a handoff to Branch, and Branch will get a couple tough yards as it's Carroll Dolshin who takes him down along with Benson Silius. And it's a short gain for Branch on first down, second and long coming up for the Spartans. Our third quarter is presented by Masters Pest Control.
Kev, talk about those keys to the game, the second half. Maine-Endwell had 7 plays in the first half of 10-plus yards. 7 plays, 10-plus yards. So the defense, key number 1, got to tighten up things just a little bit. That first play from offense, they did it, or for defense, they did it there.
Branch is in the backfield. Matthews is split out wide. Rolo in motion. Handoff Mancini. He cuts to the right. Has some room. Has the 50, 45. He's to the 40, 35, 30. And Theodore will take him out of bounds inside the Raider 25-yard line. Boy, Vincent Mancini hasn't touched the ball up, but when he has, he's come up with huge plays for the Spartans.
That's what I just mentioned, Kev, was this team does not have to worry. They know they have big play opportunities. Of course, I'm talking about Maine-Endwell there. The defense for the Raiders, it looked like they over-pursued inside the tackle box on that play, which gave Mancini the outside edge.
All right, so it's a first down for Maine-Endwell at the 26 of Port Jervis. A 27-yard gain on the play for Maine-Endwell. Branch behind Acker, motion up front, no flag. Handoff goes to Branch, and he goes straight forward to the 17-yard line. He's got about 10 yards, does Jaden Branch, and it looks like it'll be a first down for Maine-Endwell.
I think he might be short just a bit there, Kev. They started the ball at the 26. He needs the 16. They gave him the 17, so a pickup of 9. One thing about Branch, he's a big guy, but he uses short footwork, tight steps at the line of scrimmage, and he barrels forward.
Matthews to the near side, split out to the far side is Max Policar, and the pitch is going to go to Rolo, who comes to the near side, has the first down to the 15, still going, and then he's hit hard by Theodore, and they finally get it down at the 13-yard line. So it's a gain of 4 for Landon Rolo, and a first down for Maine-Endwell inside of the Raider 15-yard line.
Good job for the Raider defense spreading things out there. How about Anthony Theodore putting some mustard on that tackle there? They're going to give him the 14. It'll be 1st and 10 for Maine-Endwell at the Port 14-yard line.
So they give him the 14. It's a 3-yard gain. First down regardless for the Spartans. They're on the near side hash mark, working right to left in the third quarter. It's 20-12, Port Jervis in front. Acker under center, Branch behind him. Mancini will go in motion. It's Branch who gets the carry. He slips a tackle inside the 10-yard line, and he's taken down at the 7.
That's what Port can't do. They have the tackle at the line of scrimmage. They have to make it happen. Branch is too strong of a player to just bounce off of one guy. 6 foot 217. This is a senior running back. He knows how to get yards up the gut, and that time he proved it.
I want to give a shout out to Debbie Brewster, who checked in. Thanks for listening, Debbie. We appreciate the kind words. 2nd down and 4 to go for Maine-Endwell from the Port Jervis 8-yard line. They've moved down the field effortlessly here. Rolo in motion. Handoff Mancini. He cuts up the middle. Mancini dives towards the goal line. He's a yard shy. It's a 1st and goal to go for the Spartans at the Port Jervis 1-yard line.
Boy, that's a nice inside handoff there. Port's defense over pursued to the right. Mancini to the, check that, Port over pursued to the left. Mancini went to the right, and he bounced into his own player at the 1-yard line where he would have had a free run into the end zone.
1st and goal to go for the Spartans. Port up 20-12. Branch in a tight formation right behind Acker. Acker's going to sneak it in, and Acker should score. Late flag, though, comes in.
Ooh, I think they weren't set.
Yeah, no. I don't even think they signaled a touchdown.
And that's the flag's on the sideline here, our edge.
Now they signaled the touchdown, but yes, there is a flag. Let's see what it is.
I don't think they were set, Kev.
You got to make sure I'm set. Illegal formation on the offense. 5 men in the backfield. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay the down.
All right, so it's a penalty against the Spartans. They'll go back to the 6.
All right.
Shades of Port Jervis on their last goal to go.
Penalties mean one thing for the defense, opportunity. You have to say, we just gave up a touchdown. Well, it was taken away by the penalty. Take advantage of the penalty now and hold them fast here.
All right, here we go. 1st and goal for Maine-Endwell just outside of the 5. Branch behind Acker. Mancini will go in motion to the far side. It's a handoff to Rolo. He'll score untouched. It's a touchdown for the Spartans. And it is Landon Rolo from 6 yards out. And Maine-Endwell has an opportunity here to tie this game. It's a 2-point game at 20-18.
Well, let's see if they go for 2. And Coach Gallagher has his quarterback and running backs to the sidelines. Yep, they're going to go for 2 here.
Well, they did last time, and the Raiders stopped them. If they do it this time, they tie the game. Mancini, Landon Rolo, he has a touchdown now. Branch had the previous 2. 2-point play. Handoff Branch. No, it's an option play to Mancini. And he will get in. He'll get the ball across, and we're tied at 20. Maine-Endwell converts the 2-point try with Vincent Mancini, and it's 20-all with 8:51 to go here in the Masters Pest Control third quarter. Just an excellent effort on the stop.
Oh, that was a nice play. And we got a Raider injury on the sidelines right now.
Yeah, it was Mancini stopping on a dime. Is that Theodore?
It's Theodore.
Yep, Anthony Theodore is down on the far sideline near the goal line. We are tied at 20. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Raider football here on WDLC Country, presented by the Alcohol and Drug Awareness Council of Orange County.
The Outdoor Club of Port Jervis sends their best to the Red Raiders football team as they play their first ever state championship game this Saturday. The Outdoor Club is a 100% volunteer group operating in the Port Jervis area to develop the Port Jervis Watershed Park and Recreation area. In just a few short years of existence, the Outdoor Club has created nearly 50 miles of hiking and biking trails, built one of the largest pump tracks on the East Coast, and hosted a number of outdoor activities for all ages. Find out more at ocopj.org.
Back to the action of Raiders football on WDLC Country.
Well, for the second time today, we are tied. It's now 20-all with 8:51 to play here in the Masters Pest Control third quarter. Maine-Endwell goes 55 yards in 3 minutes and 9 seconds in time of possession. A 6-yard touchdown run by Landon Rollo. The 2-point conversion was effectively converted by Vincent Mancini. And it's 20-all here with 8:51 to go.
Well, we have ourselves quite a football game, don't we, Kev?
These are two. I mean, hey, do you have any question if these are the two best football teams in Class B in the state? I don't think so. And the ensuing kickoff is a low-line drive that will be fielded by Elijah Campbell at the 14-yard line. Elijah to the 20. Elijah slips and falls at the 32-yard line, and he's put down there. And so Port Jervis will have the ball back. 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line, and now the onus is on their offense. Again, remember, last week against Glens Falls, every time the Black Bears punched, the Raiders punched back. Can they do that here in the state championship game against the Maine-Endwell Spartans?
On the sidelines right now, Anthony Theodore getting his lower right leg taped. So he's out of the offense right now. Cameron Barber in with the play for the Raiders from the sidelines. So let's see if they go to 7 to start things off. Fox at the quarterback spot. Of course, he's got Dolshin in the backfield.
Yes, he does. Elijah Campbell runs out to the far side of the formation. The Raiders are just about to the far side hash mark. 2 receivers are out there. 1 receiver to the near side. It's a play-action pass. No, it's just a pass play to Austin Mack. Caught at the 35, and he's taken down at the 36-yard line. And it'll be a short gain on 1st down for the Raiders, but an effective pass and catch.
Boy, how about that catch by Mack?
Yeah, very good.
Good hands. He'll move the ball about 4 or 5 yards.
Give him 5. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Raiders. 8:27, clock rolling, third quarter. 20-all here in the Class B state championship game.
All right.
If there was any doubt if Port Jervis could hang with Maine-Endwell, that has been erased here through the first 24 minutes and change.
Who's in that backfield, Kev?
That's Anthony Theodore. He'll get the pitch. Anthony looking up the seam. Anthony is hit hard, and he's going to be dropped after a gain of about 1 or 2. A big hit made on the far side by Luca Conrad.
Kevin, quick recap of the first half stats. Carroll Dolshin did not get many opportunities to catch or to run with the ball. His receptions were the key, but carrying the ball, he only had 3 yards in the first half, Kev.
Well, the Raiders only had 40. They were looking to try to eclipse 1,000 yards for each of their 3 rushers, but they only had 40 total yards in the first half. Dylan Fox did eclipse 1,000. In fact, according to our stats, he has exactly 1,000 rushing yards now.
Well, they need 4 right here, Kev.
But they're not worried about yards. They're worried about points. 3rd down and 4 to go from their own 38. Fox looks to throw. He's got McCormick. It gets tipped away. Excellent defensive play by Lucas Latner, and the Raiders, for the second time today, will have to punt.
Yeah, and they had, it was Maddox McCormick open for the Raiders downfield, but Fox just has that batted away, so the Raiders are forced to punt now. We saw them punt late in the first half, and for the Raiders, not what you wanted to do to start things off here in the third quarter. However, it is tied 20-20. Kevin, remember this. This game started tied, right?
It did, and then it was 6-6, and now it's 20-20.
Exactly.
It's a championship football game. Back deep to receive for the Spartans is the West Point commit, Tyler Matthews. Carroll Dolshin, high snap goes over his head. Raiders are in trouble. Dolshin gets the punt away somehow. End over end, bounces at the 45, and the Raiders will down it at the 47-yard line. Unbelievable effort by the senior Carroll Dolshin, and there is a flag.
Running into the kicker. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Oh my goodness. An incredible turn of luck for the Raiders as Maine-Endwell gets flagged for running into the kicker, and Port has new life at their own 43-yard line.
Championship caliber teams are good, and sometimes they're lucky as well, and the Raiders got some luck on their side on that play. You want to talk about energy and excitement. The Raider offense now gets the ball back. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. Whew, what a play.
Incredible.
Wow. You talk about energy. Kev, that offensive line right now, they bust that huddle. They are jacked up.
First down, Port, empty backfield from their own 43-yard line. Twins to the far side, trips to the near side. Now Theodore in motion. Theodore gets the carry, looks for the edge. He's got the 45, and he's taken down there in a flag. This will be a hold on Port.
Well, that might be.
Yeah, they've done that every time, Tommy. They try to stretch Anthony to the wide side.
Offense, number 30. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
I got to watch the replay because they just called Carroll Dolshin for a hold here on a very short gain for Anthony Theodore. So all the momentum from that penalty that went against Maine-Endwell kind of gets washed away here as they're going to move the ball back to the 33-yard line. We're looking up at the Jumbotron above the field to see if we're going to see a replay, but I don't think we're going to.
Clock continues to tick. 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. We are locked up at 20 apiece. And boy, Kev, I have not sat down all day, and there's no way I'm sitting down the rest of this one.
1st and 20, Port from their own 33-yard line. Dolshin in the backfield with Fox, trips to the far side. Austin Mack, the lone receiver on the near side. Carroll gets the carry. Carroll goes up the gut, still going across the 35 to the 37-yard line, and that's where he'll be turned away. Right up the gut he goes. There's a little bit of give in the middle of the field as the Raider offensive line establishes themselves.
And they are yet to tackle Carroll Dolshin. That's the 3rd time he's carried the ball in which they just stop him. They can't bring him to the ground. He makes the 37. Pick up a 4 on the play.
Yep, 2nd and 16 for the Raiders from their own 37-yard line. 6:15 to go on a running clock in the Masters Pest Control third quarter. We're all tied at 20 in this Class B state championship game here in Syracuse. Fox out of the shotgun, chest high snap, looks to throw, shoulder fakes. He wants Mack deep, and Austin caught it for a first down inside the 30-yard line. No, he's going to be out of bounds at the 36, but it's a first down for the Raiders.
Oh, and he got hit late out of bounds as Mack catches the ball down the sidelines, catches it, gets out of bounds at about the 35-yard line, but his momentum took him to the 20, and then he got jacked out of bounds. No flag on that play. First down for the Raiders in Maine-Endwell territory. They'll call it the 36.
A huge play, 27 yards from Fox to Mack. Boy, Dylan again, just fearless throwing the football against this Maine-Endwell defense. First down Raiders.
How about Mack with the hands, too? Man, what a combination.
At the 36 of Maine-Endwell, from the near side hash mark, Theodore in the backfield. Fox calls for it, gives it to Anthony. Anthony runs left, looks for some room, doesn't have any. He's swarmed at the 40. And a great hit by Vincent Mancini. The Raiders refuse to stop trying those edge runners, those edge run plays, those sweeps, and they just have not been able to really get them going.
Mack comes in with the play from the sidelines. And I'll tell you what, man, we have a heavyweight matchup on both sides of the ball here for the Raiders and Spartans. Kev, oh, man.
What a game, what a season, what a team these Port Jervis Raiders are. 2nd down and 14 for Port from the Maine-Endwell 40-yard line. 5:20 to go. Clock running third quarter. We're even at 20. Dolshin in the backfield. Mack to the near side. Twin receivers to the far side. 6 across the front line for the Raiders. It's a play-action pass, but they'll whistle the ball dead. I think Port moved.
Might have been a delay, I think.
Was it? Oh, I should have been looking at the play clock, and I was not. See what
it's going to go against the Raiders.
Either way, it's either motion or it's delay.
Encroachment. Offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
Interesting. Encroachment's against the D, but Port might have lined up in a neutral zone.
Okay. So they'll move it back to the 45. So it's a 2nd and 19 from Maine-Endwell's 45-yard line.
Boy, these Raiders, they just keep us on the edge. Oh, man.
Very interesting call. I don't know that I've seen encroachment called against the offense this year. I mean, that's a whatever. It is 2nd and 19 for the Raiders from the Maine-Endwell 45-yard line, trying to answer a Spartan touchdown. Maine-Endwell have scored the last 2 touchdowns in this game. Dylan Fox looks to throw. Pressure coming from the edge, and he's going to be hit and sacked. Inside of Raider territory at the 47, and again, it's Luca Conrad, the defensive end, who gets to Dylan Fox. They have not really been able to put a lot of pressure on Fox today, Tommy, but that time they do, and they sack him.
Well, Theodore, remember this. Theodore's right knee is taped up. He might be just a half a step short in terms of his normal speed. And if you're a cornerback having to cover Theodore, one little notch of speed taken away from Theodore is the advantage to the defense. And so he was covered well. And you saw Fox was trying to hit him, just waiting, and just waited a little too long, and he got tackled from behind.
3rd and forever for the Raiders. They need the Maine-Endwell 26 for a first down. It's a 3rd and 26 for Port from their own 48. Here comes the pass play. Here comes the pressure. It's a bubble screen. It's caught by Theodore, and he's tackled. And he's taken down by Jaden Branch, and the Raiders will have to punt.
Sometimes a little too cute there. When those linemen are going downfield to make blocks, they got to make sure the first block they make is on the linebackers. And Branch was on scene as soon as Theodore caught that ball. It'll bring up a 4th down from Port's own 45-yard line. A loss at 2 on the play.
Tommy, after that 27-yard pass play to Mack, it was -4. 5-yard penalty, -7, -3, and the Raiders are now going to have to kick it away. They'll snap it from their own 45. Dolson will have to kick it away around his own 30.
We saw the last snap on the punt over his head.
Mancini and Matthews back deep to receive the punt for Maine-Endwell. Here's the snap. This is a good one. Carroll gets a good kick away. It's end over end, and it'll be fielded by Mancini. He skips the first tackle. He's to the 35-yard line. He's to the 40. He's still on his feet, and he'll go down at the 40-yard line of Maine-Endwell. Maddox, McCormick, and company bringing Mancini down. And now the Spartans come back on offense. The Raiders have stopped them once, but the last 2 times that Maine-Endwell has touched the ball, they have scored touchdowns. 3:05 to play in the 3rd quarter, and we are tied at 20.
Well, halftime is always a tricky thing for teams. Port Jervis kind of limped into halftime with Fox being injured on that last drive. Port comes out in the second half a little bit short and a little flat. Maine-Endwell, they came out fired up.
First down, Spartans at their own 40-yard line. Right to left they go in a 20-all game. Jaden Branch, the lone back behind Ocker. Now Mancini goes in motion. Branch gets the carry, and it's a short gain on first down. In fact, it might have been a yard, and they're going to give Jaden Branch 1 yard. 2nd and 9 coming up for for Maine-Endwell from their own 41.
Maine-Endwell likes to sequence plays like that. That dive up the gut is going to make Port's defense think, okay, they're going to come with that again. Now watch with the motion on the wing back and see if Maine-Endwell wants to take it out around the wide side of the field, which is their right side of the field. So it's a sequencing of plays. It's like a triple option, but it's sequenced over plays.
Matthews split to the near side. He's the only receiver. Branch is behind Ocker. The other 2 A-backs go in motion. That's Rollo. It'll be a handoff to Mancini, and he will be stuffed. Ostrom on the stop for the Raiders.
Huge play by the Port defense, Kev. Sorry to step on you there.
It's okay.
But Ostrom gets up, hands out some high fives. Nick Ostrom, 6'3", 260, the sophomore. He was plagued with injury through most of the season. But, boy, you talk about stepping up and making a big play. The big dude himself made it happen.
So now it's 3rd and 11 for Maine-Endwell from their own 39-yard line, and an opportunity for the Raider defense to come up with a big play. Ben Rivera and Mason Witkowski also in on that stop for Port Jervis. This is a huge play.
Taking a lot of time out of that huddle. It's down to 10, 7, now 5 on the play clock, Kev.
Ocker will work out of the shotgun for the first time today. There'll be motion. There's whistles. Maine-Endwell may have called a timeout.
Yeah, Gallagher's on the field. He is emphatic. He wanted a timeout. He was on, he's lucky he didn't get a penalty. He was at the hash mark almost calling for a timeout.
We'll take one with him. 1:43 to go in the Masters Pest Control 3rd quarter. We're tied at 20, and we're back in 30 seconds with more Raider football here on WDLC Country, presented by the Alcohol and Drug Awareness Council of Orange County.
This is David Bavoso from Bavoso and Plotsky. Here at Bavoso and Plotsky, we understand that life's unexpected surprises can create changes that impact you and those around you. As a general practice law firm, we are here to help you navigate those changes. Whether you need help buying or selling property, help with changes to your family structure, or assistance with your estate planning, we are here to help you get where you need to go. So please don't hesitate to contact our office so we can get to work for you.
For more information on Bavoso and Plotsky, go to PortJervisLawyers.com, and let's make this football season one for the record books.
the legends of country music, and your home for Raiders football. WDLC Country.
1:43 left in the third quarter, and it's 20-all. Maine-Endwell facing a 3rd down and 11 from their own 39, and there's motion all over. Where's the flags? It's a false start.
Yeah, it's against Maine-Endwell, Kev.
It is a false start against the Spartans, and it'll be 3rd and 16 now, as they're going to be moved back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, we saw the penalty bug bite Maine-Endwell when Port was forced to punt. This time, motion on their offense moves them back 5. Oh, man, the Port defense senses the energy, and they are pumped up out on the field right now, Kev. How about the crowd here, too, man? They are up on their feet. They are standing and cheering. Oh, man, the energy's electric.
All right, here we go. 3rd down. Ocker will go back under center with Branch behind him. Twins to the near side. Mancini in motion. Branch gets the carry. He gets hit, still going, and he's tripped up and stopped by Ben Rivera. The 8th grader comes over with a huge tackle at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 2 for Branch, but it's a 4th down punt situation for the Spartans.
Kev, huge play by the 8th grader. Kev, I'm saying it again. Huge play by the 8th grader. He got chipped up in the first half. He has bounced back, and you talk about a world-class tackle. Kev, that was awesome, baby. Awesome.
Absolutely phenomenal. On to kick it away is Logan McGuire. If I'm not mistaken, Tommy, this is the first punt of the afternoon for Maine-Endwell. It's a good one by McGuire. Theodore will watch it bounce, and he will pick it up at the 24-yard line. Cuts back. Anthony's loose to the 30, to the 35, to the 40. Anthony up to the middle 45, and he's spun down to the 48-yard line, and 2 flags come flying in late.
Oh, boy. We'll see what those flags are. You know, when he makes the cut back, sometimes there's some blocks on that other side. Usually don't get called, but the refs are now looking that way. Might be a block in the back for the Raiders. Theodore comes up. He's a little bit lame.
I thought it was going to be a hit against Maine-Endwell when, based on the timing of the flags being thrown.
Well, you know who was going to tell us, Kev? The referees.
Face mask on the kicking team. 5 yards from the end of the run. 1st down.
So that should put the ball in Maine-Endwell territory, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 5. It'll be the ball is being marked at the 40. Well, they're moving the ball. No, the referee was moving it the wrong way. They're going to put it in Maine-Endwell territory now.
All right, 1st and 10 Raiders at the Maine-Endwell 46-yard line after the excellent punt return by Anthony Theodore and the face mask penalty called against the Spartans. What a state championship game we have here. We saw a brilliant game in the Class C final before this one, and now Port Jervis and Maine-Endwell giving the crowd, good crowd on hand, an incredible high school football game here in Syracuse. This is what it should be in the state championship game. Fox out of the shotgun will take the snap, chest high, fumbles it. He's got it. He's going to try to make something out of it. He gets hit hard at the Port Jervis 43-yard line, and it's a huge loss on 1st down for Port.
Yeah, we got a Maine-Endwell player a little bit slow getting up now himself. Might be a leg cramp.
A little bit of a mishandling of the snap is going to move the ball back 9 yards to the Port Jervis 45-yard line.
Yeah, looks like a player.
Oh, it's a penalty. If I'm Maine-Endwell, I decline it, and they do. Yeah, they decline the penalty. That was smart. I don't know what was illegal.
Illegal motion.
Well, illegal formation.
Oh, formation. Okay. All right. So, yeah, you decline that penalty. You take the loss. It'll be a 2nd down for the Raiders at their own 45. They need the 36 of Maine-Endwell for the 1st down. Fox, I got to tell you, man, this guy is one cool customer. Runs from the sidelines, hustles back to the huddle right now, brings the play in. Oh.
Hey, this is the game you play your whole life for, you know? And the Raiders are showing up to compete. Dylan Fox out of the shotgun. Anthony Theodore's in the backfield. 2 receivers on the far side of the field. McCormick on the right side of the formation. Good protection. Fox is going to throw deep, and it's going to be intercepted. It's intercepted by Maine-Endwell. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35-yard line, and picking it off is Max Polacare, the cornerback.
Oh, man, there was a penalty downfield as Soup Campbell is being held on the play. You can see it right on the replay. Sorry to say that. And the catch is made. Oh, the interception is at the 31. Oh, huge break for Maine-Endwell, and a blown call by the ref on that play.
5 seconds remaining in the Masters Pest Control 3rd quarter, and it's Maine-Endwell ball, 1st and 10 at the Port Jervis 36-yard line after the first turnover of the game. It is the first turnover, right? Or did Maine-Endwell throw a pick?
No picks.
Okay.
Nope. First turnover.
First true turnover of the game.
I'm not going to harp on it, but Soup was held on that play. Missed call. Hey, it's going to happen. And now Maine-Endwell gets the ball 1st and 10 at the Port 36-yard line. You mentioned a nickel. 5 seconds left in this third quarter.
Right to left go the Spartans. Last play of the quarter coming. Rollo in motion. It's going to be Branch on the carry. He goes straight up the gut, and he'll get inside the Port 30-yard line to the 29. I think they're going to stop him at the 30, and that will finish our third quarter. We are tied at 20, heading into the final 12 minutes of the Class B state championship game in the high school football season. Don't go anywhere. 60 seconds from now, we'll have the fourth quarter on WDLC Country. Our coverage presented by the Alcohol and Drug Awareness Council of Orange County.
You got some projects planned for your house?
Oh, yeah.
You got time to do them? Yeah. You need to call Brace Landscaping. They do all kinds of landscaping and property maintenance, masonry work, fence installs, and more. This winter, they'll be offering snow removal, too. Don't put off those projects. Just hire a pro. Call Brace Landscaping, 845-253-4440. Find them on Facebook at Brace Landscaping.
Kickoff. Get ready, football fans. Port Jervis Auto Mall, part of the Annunciata Auto Group, is proud to be your local football sponsor. Whether you're cheering from the stands or listening at home, they have the perfect ride to get you around in style. From sleek sedans to rugged SUVs, their lineup has something for everyone. Visit them today and score big with unbeatable deals and exceptional service. Port Jervis Auto Mall at Kingston Avenue, Port Jervis. Driving your passion for football and beyond. Visit them at portjervisautomall.com.
The Raiders are in action. Catch the play-by-play all season here on WDLC Country.
We are tied at 20 as we start the fourth quarter. Our fourth quarter presented by Brace Landscaping. Maine-Endwell, 2nd and 4 at the Port 30-yard line. Mancini in motion. He gets the carry. He gets the edge. 30, 25. He cuts to the 20, 10. Touchdown, but there are flags on the field. This one's probably coming back on a hold against Maine-Endwell.
Yeah, 2 flags on the play, Kev. A nice run by Mancini, but aided by a little bit of jersey tug.
Yep, it's a hold against...
Holding offense number 27. 10-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
All right, see, the Raiders can take advantage of that. So it was a Mancini 30-yard touchdown run, but it comes back on a hold. And it will be 2nd down from the Port Jervis. See where they're going to say that penalty happened at the 37. So it'll be a 2nd and 11 for Maine-Endwell now. And the Raiders have an opportunity here to try to make something happen defensively. 11:53 to go here in the Brace Landscaping fourth quarter. And we are tied at 20 here in the state championship game. Ocker under center for the Spartans as they go left to right in the fourth quarter. Branch in the backfield, Rollo in motion. Branch gets the carry, and he goes nowhere. He goes to the 35, so that's not nowhere, but it's a good stop by the Raiders. A short gain, 3rd and 9 coming up for Maine-Endwell.
Picked up 2, but it's as you mentioned, Kevin, a 3rd down on the play. Port's defense, boy, if they've ever needed a big play on D, they need it now. Coming into the play right now, Nashawn Campbell, Mookie coming play a little defensive line for the Raiders.
Yep, up front you have Ostrom, Silius, Campbell, Dolshin, and Maddox McCormick. 5 up front. The linebackers are Rivera and Carreri. The defensive secondary is Campbell, Theodore, and Campbell. Barber, Theodore, and Campbell. Here's a handoff to Rollo. Rollo's hit in the backfield by Carroll Dolshin, and he's not going to let him go. It's a loss on the play. Carroll Dolshin stops Landon Rollo for a loss, and it's 4th down for Maine-Endwell.
Dolshin's been kind of quiet on the defense, Kev, but talk about a big-time play in the 3rd down. Carroll Dolshin comes up big on that. And how about this, Kev? There's a late flag on the field. It's on the far sideline.
Defense. 15-yard penalty.
All right, well.
1st down.
So it's a 15-yard face mask against Port Jervis that totally negates that incredible stop by Carroll Dolshin, and it will give Maine-Endwell a 1st down inside of the Raider 25-yard line. In fact, I think it's going to give it to them inside the 20. Nope, I'm wrong. It's inside the 25. It's at the Port 23-yard line.
That is a devastating... Oh, that is just so tough against the Raider defense. They held fast, and it'll be a 1st down for Maine-Endwell. Oh, that's a tough one, Kev.
It is, but Maine-Endwell hasn't scored just yet. They have a 1st down at the Port 23-yard line. Branch is in the backfield behind Ocker. Now in motion goes Mancini. Whistles stop this play before it starts, and we have a flag fest now here in the fourth quarter.
Encroachment. Offense. The 5-yard penalty remains first down.
So the second encroachment penalty called against an offense. This one is against Maine-Endwell.
I guess they're saying that the offensive receiver lined up in the neutral zone, Kev, because that's where the flag came on the sidelines. Wide out was maybe a little bit further than the line of scrimmage said. So they'll bring up a 1st and 15 for Maine-Endwell. Ball on the Port 28-yard line. Kev, we saw a turnover recently by the Raider offense. Let's see if Maine-Endwell might, if they coughed one up here, the Raider fans will go bananas.
1st and 15. Rollo in motion. They're going to throw. Ocker throws deep down the sideline, and it's caught. It's caught for a first down. No, it's incomplete. It's incomplete out of bounds as it was caught by Logan McGuire, but he goes out of bounds, and it's incomplete. It's second down.
And you see on the replay, he catches it, but I'll tell you one thing. For the Raiders, Elijah Campbell, he made a great defensive play, jumped up as the receiver's coming down, and the receiver's coming down with the ball. Campbell pops the ball loose. That is a great defensive play by number 1 for the Raiders, Elijah Campbell.
So it's second down and 15 for Maine-Endwell from the Port 28-yard line. 10:20 to go in the game, and we are tied at 20 here in the state championship game in Class B.
I bet you money they're not going in the air now, Kev.
Ocker under center, Branch behind him, Rollo in motion. Branch gets the carry and he gets stuffed. Nashawn Campbell. No, check that. It's Benson Silius with the stop for the Raiders.
Championship quality football and a championship quality tackle by number 56, Benson Silius, the junior, 6'1", 265, with an awesome tackle at the line of scrimmage. Loss on the play, brings up 3rd and 17 for Maine-Endwell. Oh, Kevin, the energy.
The Spartans will put 2 receivers, Mancini and Matthews, out. It's a pass play. Ocker's hit. He's hit. It's picked up. The ball's on the ground. The ball's on the ground. The Raiders are on top of it. They're going to say it's an incomplete pass. They're going to say that Ocker's hand was going forward with the football. It's incomplete. It's 4th down. I thought maybe the Raiders might have had an opportunity there to pick up a fumble. Let's see if the replay is conclusive here.
There's a big screen up top, and Kev, I'm going to put money on this. They're not going to show the replay because they don't want the fans to see.
No.
That could have been a fumble. Nonetheless, it's going to be 4th down for Maine-Endwell. And if you're Maine-Endwell, it's 20-20. That's the score. You're sitting at the Port Jervis 30-yard line. Kev, they need to get to the 14-yard line. They're going for it, Kev.
Yes, they are. Ocker under center, split backfield behind him. Mancini and Branch, and they're going to pitch it deep to Mancini. He has some blocking. He runs to the right. He has the edge, 30. He's hit. He's coming back to the 25. He's going to be stopped at the 23-yard line, but there's a flag on the play. He's well short of the first down, but there is a flag on the play. And, boy, you hope it doesn't go against the Raiders and give the Spartans a free first down here.
Oh, boy, we'll have to see, Kev.
Oh, this would be a heartbreaker after the effort the defense made to stop Maine-Endwell there. The Raiders are clapping. Maddox McCormick saying decline it.
Holding on the offense. Personal foul, face mask on the defense. Those penalties will offset. Replay 4th down.
Oh, my goodness. They replay 4th down because of the offsetting penalties. So the Spartans get another chance. The Raiders have to be on their... They have to be on their game here. A personal foul called against Port. Oh, my goodness.
And they'll reset the down. 4th down for Maine-Endwell. 4th and 17 at the Port Jervis 30. The game is tied 20 apiece, Kev.
Oh, my God. What
a drama. The drama.
What an incredible game being played here in Syracuse. 4th down again for the Spartans. Ocker under center. Branch behind him. The A-backs go in motion. It's Mancini. It's a play-action pass. Pressure coming. It's caught by Branch. He's tackled short of the gain, of the line to gain, and the Raiders turn him over on downs at the Port 26-yard line. It's a gain of 4 on the pass play, but it's a turnover on downs with 9:26 to play in the ball game.
Oh, you talk about... Kevin, turnover on down, to me, is even better than a turnover via interception or fumble because your defense did something special. They made it happen, and that offense did everything they could, and the defense said, not today, my friend, not today.
Impressive team defense there by the Raiders. 9:26 to play in the Brace Landscaping 4th quarter. It's 20 all. Port with a first down at their own 26-yard line. I sure hope you can hear the crowd, folks, because it is absolutely electric here in the Dome. Fox will run himself. Dillon has a little bit of a seam to get to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 or 3 for Fox.
Again, he bumped right into Carroll Dolshin on that play. They want to follow him as an extra lineman, and I think Fox is just maybe moving a little too quick behind Carroll Dolshin right now, but he still picked up 3 on the play.
It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Raiders from their own 29-yard line. Port goes right to left here in the fourth quarter. The game is tied at 20, and we are inside of 9 minutes to play in the 2024 high school football season. Your Raiders are here on the precipice of a first-ever state championship. They are tied at 20 with state heavyweight Maine-Endwell. Fox called for the snap. It's a handoff up the middle. It's Theodore. Theodore gets loose to the 35-yard line. He's going to be stopped at the 36. I think he might have a first down. A lot of late contact on that one. The officials have him at the 36. That should be enough.
And they're signaling first down for the Raiders.
A first down for Port at their own 36-yard line after 7 tough yards for the senior Anthony Theodore.
He would not be denied. He was short of the first down. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th effort by number 5 gets the Raiders a 1st and 10 at their own 41. Kevin, 8:21 left, 8:19. A clock ticks left in this game, man. Oh, baby.
First down Raiders at their own 36. Fox out of the shotgun, Dolshin to his left. 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. In motion goes Theodore. It's Dolshin. Dolshin runs right. Dolshin has 2 yards maybe. I think he actually only got 1.
Kev, we got to start talking game reset. Maine-Endwell has only 2 timeouts left. They burned 1 early in the third quarter. Port Jervis is holding on to 3. The game is tied 20 apiece. The clock continues to tick. We are under 8 minutes, 7:45 remaining here in this game. Kevin, the chess match, the chessboard is full, and it's going to be a coaching matchup versus coaching matchup, and it's offense versus defense right now. All hands on deck from the head coach down to the spotters.
Second down for the Raiders. No gain on the play from their own 36-yard line. Fox out of the shotgun. Straight drop back. Steps up. Throws. It's complete to Austin Mack across the 40 to the 42-yard line.
Boy, Austin Mack has just become the most reliable receiver the Raiders have when they need to catch. He caught 3 touchdowns 2 weeks ago. And I tell you what, man, that was a big catch right there. Brings up a 3rd and 5 for the Raiders.
Fox comes to the huddle with the play. 20 seconds on the play clock, 3rd and 5. 6:56 to go in the ball game as we approach the midway point of the Brace Landscaping fourth quarter. We're tied at 20. Fox out of the shotgun, Theodore and Campbell to the far side of the field, Mack to the near side, Dolshin's in the backfield, and Maddox is on the wing of the offensive line. Here's a pass play again to Austin Mack. It's too tall, and it's 4th down.
Boy, now here's the situation. 4th down for the Raiders at their own 41, Kev. You don't want to give the ball back on a turnover on downs at your own 41-yard line. But, boy, you sure as heck don't want to punt. Now, they need 4 yards for the first down, Kev. Will they try to draw the defense off and then call a timeout? I don't think so. I think they're going for it straight away, Kev.
It looks that way. Dylan Fox is out there. Boy, this is a season-defining decision here. 6:41 to play in the game, and the Raiders are going to go for it. 4th and 4. Port at their own 42-yard line. They need their 46 for a first down. 6 seconds to snap the ball. Fox calls for it. Play action pass. Dillon floats it to Anthony. Anthony to the 42. Anthony to the 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 10. Touchdown Raiders! Touchdown Raiders! Unbelievable guts by Dylan Fox to find Anthony Theodore for a 58-yard touchdown pass on 4th down. And the willpower by the senior captain Theodore to break the first tackle that would have turned it over on downs, and it's 26-20. Port Jervis leads.
Kevin, I'm absolutely speechless. What drama! What discipline, what drive, what determination, what an awesome play!
Incredible, incredible. On to try the Tom's Automotive extra point is Cole Corcoran out of the hold of Theodore, who just scored. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is no good, wide right. It's 26-20, and we're back in 30 seconds with more Raider football here on WDLC Country, presented by the Alcohol and Drug Awareness Council of Orange County.
Hey, Red Raiders of Port Jervis High School, you're heading to Syracuse this Saturday with the support of your entire community as you go for the state championship. Congratulations on an outstanding year from the Port Jervis Heritage Center, highlighting and reviving the history of Port Jervis. You're making history right now, so go Raiders!
You're listening to Port Jervis High School football on the legendary WDLC Port Jervis. Orange County's country music authority. Your home for Raiders football, WDLC Country.
And the Raiders cap things off with a 59-yard touchdown pass from Fox to Theodore. Corcoran set to kick off the kick. It's a line drive down the middle of the field. It'll be picked up at the 15-yard line by Maine-Endwell. And the ball carrier, it carries it up to about the 32-yard line. That was Vincent Mancini on the return for Maine-Endwell. It'll be 1st and 10 Spartans. We'll call it the Port Jervis 34-yard line. Check that, the Maine-Endwell 34-yard line. But drama here at the JMA Dome in Syracuse as Port Jervis pulls ahead 26-20, 6:23 remaining here in the fourth quarter, and an unbelievable, electrifying play, Fox to Theodore to pull the Raiders ahead.
Now we'll see what the Raider defense can do. I am losing my voice, folks, here in Syracuse. Ocker gives it to Branch, and Branch gets stuffed. It's Nick Ostrom and Owen Carreri on the stop.
And talk about the defense stepping up. That unbelievable fourth down conversion on the Raider offense just put the Raider defense on the stratosphere of excitement. They couldn't wait to get on the field and say, guys, on the offense, you did so awesome on that play. We're going to come out and respond the same way. Someone just texted me, Kevin. It's absolutely true. What a heavyweight fight we have here.
This is probably the best football game that I've ever watched. 2nd down and 10, Maine-Endwell from their own 33. Handoff Branch, and he's stopped again. Mason Witkowski, the junior, flexes his arms as he stops Jaden Branch on a short gain. It's 3rd down. The Raider defense is really starting to feel themselves here.
Oh, man, you talk about the energy and the excitement. Maddox McCormick is on the field emphatically telling his defensive mates, keep it up, fellas, keep it up.
3rd and 9 coming for the Spartans from their own 35-yard line. 5:18 to go here in the fourth quarter. Sponsored by Brace Landscaping. Port 26, Maine-Endwell 20. Rollo in motion. He's going to pitch it to Rollo. A great block on the outside. Rollo's got a 1st down at the 48-yard line. What a block on the far side by Maine-Endwell to open the lane.
One of those pulling guards just said to number 22, Ben Rivera, hey, welcome to the big time. That was a good block. Rivera took it in stride, and Rollo with a big carry. 1st and 10 Maine-Endwell at their own 48-yard line.
4:50 to go. Clock rolls here. Fourth quarter, 26-20 Port. Our Buc-ee's Taxi Drive summary shows the Raiders going 74 yards in 6 plays, 2 minutes and 59 seconds in time of possession. A 58-yard touchdown catch from Anthony Theodore. Tom's Automotive Extra Point was no good. Here's a handoff to Branch. He has some room off the right side. He gets inside the 45-yard line, and he's taken down by Owen Carreri. Also in on the hit for Port Jervis was Cameron Barber.
I think he's going to be short of the 1st down. That is the case, but he picked up 9 on that carry. Kev, I think Ray Torres is right. He said he thinks Kev blew a vocal cord on that play.
I tell you what, that was an absolutely electric play. What was that? An 8-yard pickup, 2nd and 2 coming up. No, 2nd and a yard. A very short yard for the Spartans. They need the Port 43 for a 1st down. The ball sitting between the 42 and the 43. They need the 42, sorry. Ocker under center, Branch behind him. A receiver split out wide to each side of the formation on 2nd and short. Mancini in motion. Branch gets the carry. Big hole up the middle. He's inside the 30. He's inside the 25. On the sideline to the 20, to the 15. And Mason Witkowski takes him down at the 12-yard line. This Jaden Branch is incredible for Maine-Endwell.
Superstar stud fullback. Good move up the middle, then cuts it outside. Stiff arms the corner, says, get out of here. Tiptoes down the side. I think he was out of bounds, but they're going to mark him.
It's a 30-yard gain to the Port 12.
Wow.
3:32 to go in this heavyweight fight. Class B state championship game. 26-20. Port Jervis leads Maine-Endwell. 2 years ago, 2022, Maine-Endwell beat Pleasantville for the second straight season by a point. Here's a handoff to Mancini. Mancini has some room on the right side, and he's going to be hit and taken down. An excellent tackle in the open field by Amato Natali, the freshman. He'll get inside the 10-yard line, though. It's a positive gain for the Spartans, and a second down coming up.
Yeah, you talk about the Raiders. Coach Straharski doesn't care. If you have a uniform on and you are valuable enough to be on the field, you're getting on there. Natali with the tackle. Pick up a 3 on the play. Second down inside the 10. It's at the 9, Kev. Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness, what a game here in Syracuse. Acker under center. Branch behind him. Rollo in motion. Branch gets the carry. Whistle stop this play before it starts. A false start against Maine-Endwell.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
So instead of a 2nd and 7 from the Port 9, it'll be a 2nd and 12 from the Port 14-yard line. 7th play of the drive coming up for the Spartans. 2:34 to play in the ball game. It's a 6-point lead for Port Jervis, 26-20. The Raiders have missed 2 extra point tries in this game.
Kevin, our Raider fans are absolutely maniacs. They're telling me to tell you, Kev, to stop yelling because you're losing your voice. Kev, this is a game you yell at, my friend.
This is all I got left for my voice. This is the last game of the season. I might as well give it all.
Leave it all on the field, Kev.
Die empty, right? Handoff, Branch, no, Acker on the option. He's going to pitch it forward inside the 10-5, touchdown Maine-Endwell. It's Jordan Rollo. I think I got his name wrong, didn't I? Landon Rollo. That's twice tonight I've gotten Landon's name wrong. A 14-yard touchdown. I thought it was a forward pass ahead of the line of scrimmage.
Oh, man, he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw that.
Yeah.
That should be an illegal forward pass. Oh, that's a tough one there for the Raiders. Now, Maine-Endwell, do they set up for the kick or are they going for 2?
I mean, all you need to do is have one more point than your opponent when the game is done. If you go for 2 and you miss here, you're tied at 26. If you kick the extra point, you have the lead. Tom's Automotive extra point try is coming.
Oh, they got 2 huddles on the field. They got 1 huddle on the sideline.
Acker's coming out.
They're going for 2 here, Kev.
They are going for 2.
They got a leg, too. They got a guy that can kick. They got to hurry up. They're down to 7 on the play clock, Kev. They're going to have to burn a timeout here.
3 seconds to snap the ball on the 2-point try, and Maine-Endwell will take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 2:05 to play in the game. It's 26-all here in the state championship game, and we're back in 30 seconds with more Raider football here on WDLC Country, presented by ADAC.
Looking to buy or sell your home in the tri-state area? Meet Michael Usolino, your trusted realtor at Iron Valley Real Estate Tri-State, located in historic Milford, Pennsylvania. With a passion for helping people, Michael makes you his top priority. Expect timely, reliable, and personalized service every step of the way. Whether you're downsizing, upsizing, or relocating, Michael ensures a smooth, stress-free transaction. Trust Michael Usolino to turn your real estate dreams into reality. Visit Michael at michael.ironvalleyrealestatetristate.com and start your journey with the best.
After the game, keep it here for the legends of country music. This is WDLC Country.
There's 2:05 to play in the game. It is 26-all, and Maine-Endwell is on the field going for 2 here, trying to break a 26-all tie with a 2-point play. They were unsuccessful on their previous try, and Acker will work out of the shotgun on this 2-point try. Rollo in motion. They're going to roll left. It looks like they're going to run the same play they did on the touchdown, and it will be stopped. It will be stopped. Maddox McCormick comes up with a hit, and the 2-point try fails. And the score holds at 26-all with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the game.
Kevin, let me jump in so you can find a way to get that voice back, brother. You're right, man. The Raider defense comes up big. You know who makes the stop at the end? Number 9, Maddox McCormick. And he is high-fiving everyone on the sidelines. Fist bump to the coaches because he knows that senior leadership got it done on that play. Unbelievable. Maine-Endwell says, we're going to run the same play over again. Maddox McCormick and the Raider defense says, no way, brothers, no way. 2:05 here left in the game. Maine-Endwell set to kick off. The game is tied 26 apiece. Port Jervis is going to get the ball back. Here's the other game reset, Kev. Maine-Endwell has 1 timeout remaining. Port Jervis holds on to 3. So the Raider defense held on that 2-point conversion. The Raider specials are out there now, spearheaded by Carol Dolshin, who's standing at the 50, and for Maine-Endwell. It is Logan McGuire, number 12, who is set to kick off. He sets the ball up at his own 40, angles it to the right. The last time we saw him kick off, he tried to kick off short down the right side. Let's see if he does it again. All right, Raiders special teams hands are out there.
Here we go.
And McGuire's set to kick off.
And the kick, it is a low. Oh, Carol Dolshin got it. It was a line drive into the chest of Carol Dolshin, and he caught it. Oh, my goodness, you could not have kicked that football harder. And Carol Dolshin, with the sure hands, has it. And now the Maine-Endwell is trying to come out of the pile saying that they have the ball.
His forward progress was stopped. It's going to be 1st and 10, Port Jervis. What a play by Carol Dolshin.
Oh.
What an unbelievable play. A line drive kickoff. He kicked 10 yards when he's standing, hits him right in the hands, and he catches it. Probably one of the biggest, most important plays of his high school career.
You're not kidding, Tommy. First down, Raiders at the Maine-Endwell 46-yard line. 1 minute and 58 seconds left in this game.
Raiders hold on to 3 timeouts, Kevin. Maine-Endwell only has 1.
Fox out of the shotgun. Theodore to his left. Dolshin and McCormick are there to block. Now Dolshin goes in motion. Here's a pitch to Anthony Theodore. Anthony cuts upfield and is tackled at the 45-yard line. He's taken down by Lucas Latner.
Port Jervis needs to know they got to watch the clock. The clock is down to 1:45. Maine-Endwell has 1 timeout left. Port Jervis has all 3. Port Jervis taking their time, but they know they have to keep moving the ball.
It'll be a 2nd down and 8 for the Raiders from the Maine-Endwell 44. Dolshin's in the backfield to the left of Dylan Fox. Trips to the far side, Austin Mack to the near side. Pass play, throw to Mack. It's caught. Austin has a 1st down to the 36-yard line as he leans forward with the football. 1st down, Raiders.
Boy, Austin Mack, money on that play as Mack makes the catch. 1st and 10, Port Jervis. Let's call it the Maine-Endwell 36-yard line. And Port, very wisely, with 1:19 remaining, Kev, they're going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
We'll take one with them. 1:19 to go in the game. We're tied at 26. We're back in 30 seconds with more Raider football on WDLC Port Jervis, presented by the Alcohol and Drug Awareness Council of Orange County.
The Alcohol and Drug Awareness Council of Orange County is a nonprofit organization dedicated to addressing the use of alcohol and other drugs by providing prevention education at schools and in the community. ADOC offers support services for individuals and families experiencing the negative effects of substance use. Substance use disorder knows no barriers. It could impact anyone, but it can be prevented through community support, education, and communication. If you or someone you know needs help, please reach out. Learn more by visiting adacinfo.com.
Listen anywhere on your smartphone or tablet. Download the WDLC Country app for free. Back to the action of Raiders football on WDLC Country.
1st down, Port Jervis. Fox, pump fakes, over the middle, has Barber, caught! Cameron Barber to the 10-yard line of Maine-Endwell. What a catch by the senior Cameron Barber. What a play call by the Raiders. What a throw by Dylan Fox. And it's a 1st down at the Maine-Endwell 10-yard line.
26-yard catch by Barber. Unbelievable play call. Barber to the sidelines. His right shoulder is killing him, but boy, his heart is full.
All right, 1st down, Raiders at the Maine-Endwell 9-yard line. It's goal to go now. Fox out of the shotgun. Dolshin to his left. Dylan's going to carry it himself. Dylan lowers his shoulder to the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 for Fox and a 2nd and goal coming up for the Raiders.
A ball sits at the 5-yard line. Clock says 45 seconds left, Kevin. Port Jervis holds on to 2 timeouts. Maine-Endwell has 1, but right now Port Jervis just wants to get it in there, baby.
Yes, they do. 35 seconds and counting in the state championship game. We're tied at 26. Fox out of the shotgun. Theodore goes in motion. Dylan calls for the snap. He's going to carry it himself. Dylan to the 5. Dylan tries to lean in. He's in. Dylan Fox is in. Touchdown Raiders. Touchdown Raiders. The Raiders lead the state championship 32-26 with 23 seconds left to go. Are you kidding me? This is unbelievable. Raider Nation is on their feet in the dome. They're on their feet back at home. We're on our feet in the press box. Unprecedented performance by the Port Jervis Raiders. Dylan Fox has been outstanding. It is 32-26. Now the Raiders are going to go for the PAT, the Tom's Automotive extra point with Cole Corcoran out of the hold of Anthony Theodore to make it a 7-point game. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. It's good. It's 33-26 Port with 23 seconds to go. We're back in 30 seconds with the rest of this game here on WDLC Country, presented by ADAC.
Who are you going to believe? The business who paid for this ad or the customers who paid for their product? Because this is what people say about Masters Pest Control.
I am so pleased with the service and support from Masters Pest Control. While it's too soon for my issue to be completely resolved, it has improved tremendously since they started servicing my property. I can't say enough good things about the staff and will definitely be recommending them to anyone who will listen.
Call Masters Pest Control today to receive quality service.
Back to the action of Raiders football on WDLC Country.
There are 23 seconds to go, and Port Jervis leads Maine-Endwell 33-26 in the Class B state championship game at the JMA Wireless Dome in Syracuse. Cole Corcoran's ensuing kickoff is a low line drive that'll be picked up at the 19-yard line by Mancini. He's to the 25. He's hit once. He's hit twice. He's free. He's taken down at the 27-yard line. 17 seconds to go. Raider defense comes sprinting onto the field. They are 17 seconds away from the program's first ever state championship. This is incredible. Thank you for spending some of your Saturday with us. Thank you to everybody at the Neversink Media Group of radio stations, everybody who came to the game, everybody who's listening at home. We know the app is crashing, but those of you who can hear us, thank you for sticking with us. Carol Dolshin sprinting off the field. Now he's back on. Got to make sure they don't have too many men on the field. Raiders are going to have too many men on the field here. No, they're not. They're all right. They have 11, and it's a timeout call. Port Jervis did not like their defensive alignment. We'll keep it right here, Tommy. 17 seconds to go in the game. It's a first down for Maine-Endwell at their own 28-yard line.
Oh, you talk about just unbelievable moments in time today, Kev. Absolutely super heavyweight. WrestleMania, World Series, Stanley Cup. You put it all together, and you have the Class B State Football Championship here this afternoon on Ernie Davis Legends Field here in the JMA Dome on the campus of Syracuse University. That's right, this St. John's guy. I had to say it, Syracuse University. But I'll tell you one thing, the Raider Nation is here. They are all on their feet. They believe. They are feeling this. This Raider defense is breaking this huddle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 11 men on the field, 17 seconds away from history.
The Bucky Saxey drive summary for the Raiders, 46 yards and 6 plays, 1 minute and 42 seconds, a 5-yard touchdown run by junior Dylan Fox. Cole Corcoran's extra point was good, and it's 33-26. Ockers the throwing. Pressure coming from Maddox McCormick. He sacked him. Maddox sacked him at the 17-yard line. He's got the football. He says the Raiders should have it back. But the official says no, it's just a sack at the 20. 10 seconds to go in the game. Port 33, Maine-Endwell 26. This is the Class B state championship game in Syracuse.
Maine-Endwell burns their last time out, Kev. What a play by Matt. That was unbelievable play on the defense.
And oh my gosh. The biggest plays for the defense so far, with one more to go, have been made by Maddox McCormick.
Kevin, I said off air, JJ, our school, I got to catch my breath, Kev. We had school officials up here in the press box. They were cool customers. When that touchdown happened, boom, they're gone. They're down on the field. They are ready. They know what is at stake here right now. JJ Gass, I'm going to tell you, man, you and the whole Port Jervis football program, the athletic department, Dr. John Bell is here. School board members are here. Everyone's here right now, Kev. Everybody.
10 seconds left. It's second down and about 17. Maine-Endwell needs their own 38 for a first down there at the 20, so it's second and 18. They get it quickly completed to Mancini on the far sideline. He's across the 30. He stutter steps, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 34-yard line. 3 seconds left. 3 seconds left, Raiders, with a 33-26 lead in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter presented by Brace Landscaping. Sorry, Tommy, go ahead.
That's all right, Kev. Here's the thing. Maine-Endwell needs to know there's not a timeout. That play clock is ticking, so this is not a timeout for them. The clock stopped with them out of bounds. Play clock says 22 seconds. This is a third down. Oh, baby.
Come on, Raiders. 3 more seconds of defense is all you have to play. 3 more seconds of defense. 33-26. Port Jervis leads in the Dome. Their first ever trip to the Dome, and they have the lead. 3 seconds to go. Here's the play. Acker going to throw it in the flat. He's got Rollo. Rollo to the near sideline. He's going to toss it back to Matthews. Matthews to Acker. Acker is going to be hit. No, Acker's still going to the far sideline. Acker is in trouble. He's hit. The ball's on the ground. The Raiders win. No, it's still going. It's Matthews on the near side. And Fox has him. He's in trouble now. He throws it all the way backwards. It's loose. It's on the ground. And picking it up. No, it's going to go out of bounds. Get out of bounds. It's going to go. The ball's still on the ground. And there it is. It's over. It's over. Dylan Fox makes the final tackle. No, it's Anthony Theodore who makes the final tackle. And the Raiders win the state championship. The Raiders have won the Class B state championship. 33-26 over Maine-Endwell. History has been made in 2024. The Raiders 33, the Spartans 26. Port Jervis, your boys, your Raiders have won the state championship. They've done it. Nobody thought they could do it, and they did. They came here and they beat the number 1 ranked team in Class B in the state. They beat a team who's been here 3 straight years before, who's won 7 state titles. The Raiders were never intimidated. They were never afraid. They came at this game and played a full 48 minutes. They died empty, and they are state champions because of it. We're going to send it back to the studio, and we'll have our celebratory post-game up next. Raiders win it. State champs, 33-26. We're back after this on WDLC Country, presented by ADAC.
Your first stop when you want to give your home a new look is Neversink Lumber. The store has a new look, too. A look that makes it even easier for you to plan your next paint job, using Benjamin Moore, of course. They've updated the color displays, and they've created comfortable selection stations. You can browse on your own or work with a Neversink Lumber professional to choose just the right color in just the right finish. They're the perfect place to get started. Benjamin Moore and Neversink Lumber, your trusted neighbor, locally owned for 70 years and 4 generations. Open Monday through Saturday on Jersey Avenue, Port Jervis, or neversinklumber.net.
I was pulling out of the parking lot and got bumped. We weren't going fast at all, but there was a lot of damage. Tri-State Auto Body made it look like new again. They did a wonderful job.
Foreign and domestic auto body repair. Tri-State Auto Body.
We're the king of quality, the prince of price. We're the fender on benders, and we do it right. Tri-State Auto Body.
856-1021.
If your doggy's due is looking more like a don't, great news. Millie's Pooch Parlor at 92 Front Street in historic downtown Port Jervis. We have a large and attentive staff ready to give your dog the spa day they deserve with all-inclusive services and never a hidden charge for upgrades like medical and specialty baths. We have individual and spacious holding areas to provide your dog with a safe and relaxed environment before and after grooming. Call Millie's Pooch Parlor, 845-858-0608.
You got some projects planned for your house?
Oh, yeah.
You got time to do them? Yeah. You need to call Brace Landscaping. They do all kinds of landscaping and property maintenance, masonry work, fence installs, and more. This winter, they'll be offering snow removal, too. Don't put off those projects. Just hire a pro. Call Brace Landscaping, 845-253-4440. Find them on Facebook at Brace Landscaping.
The legends of country music, and your home for Raiders football. WDLC Country.
Well, Raider Nation, they did it. Tim Drawbridge giving us shaking our hands with a total professional broadcaster here at the Dome. We got to meet him last week at the semifinals. He was on the call for the game. We're going to carry the public address when they introduce the Raiders. Right now, I believe they're going to introduce Maine-Endwell. What do you got, Tommy?
Kev, I just want to say that as they get set to give out the awards to the runner-up, Maine-Endwell, Kevin, we witnessed history today.
Yes.
And it feels good.
It feels so good. Port Jervis defeats Maine-Endwell 33-26. The Raiders did it. Nashawn Campbell told us 3 weeks ago, when people come into town, he wants them to see a sign that says Port Jervis, home of the 2024 New York State football champions. And Mookie, you got your wish. You played your butt off. Your whole team played your butt off. And you're state champs. And nobody can ever take that away from you. Nobody can ever take that away from this team. An absolutely incredible performance by the Raiders in the championship.
Kevin.